Hey and hello there everyone, welcome to the Strike Streams, episode 2 of probably a billion. Hi, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Ignore the visual issue that was just on screen for like a second there. You didn't see anything. So hi. I am, as ever, continuously playing around with my OBS settings because I can't help myself, apparently. But no, it's because basically I have my little activity feed thing working where I can see if like super chats come in and stuff like that. And I can see like when people subscribe and all that lovely stuff. I got that working again today, but it means that like, well, now I have an extra thing that I need to look at. And I just don't, it's so annoying. I just don't have enough room to be able to look at everything on screen that I want to be able to look at, and that's really annoying. So I just wish I just need like a teeny bit more room so I can just have like one more thing on the stream. Oh, Xander, you can listen at least, but yeah, working on a Sunday, that's totally okay. Thank you so much for joining. So yes, but welcome. Yeah. So welcome to the Strike Streams, where I, as a voice actor, am currently on strike, and am unable to perform on video games. And so my solution, in order to help try and perhaps weather this storm and survive and make it through to the other end, is to play video games for all of you on stream instead, but not just for you guys, not just playing them for you guys, but playing them with you guys, because you get to join in with me. So if you do have Pokémon Sword and Shield with the DLC, with the Dynamax Adventures, and an online subscription, then join me in the game. And why does my computer keep turning... Why does my computer keep doing this? It keeps, like, turning the volume on, and then it means that... Yeah, why does it keep doing that? Stop turning the volume on, computer. There we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But it means that it, like, plays back all my Nintendo Switch's noises at a very loud volume, which sucks. So, okay. Anyway, sorry about that. So, yeah, sorry. So, I am still trying to work out all the odds and sods and bits and bobs and all that stuff. So, just forgive me. Again, if I just had, like, a bigger monitor, or maybe just if I used a different program instead of OBS. Hey, look, it's the logo. That's the logo that I'm always talking about. That one in the background, right there. That's the one I'm always talking about. That is the Galar Gen 8 symbol, where we can see the... Oh, hang on. Xander went from Pokedex 69 to 148. That's awesome. I love that. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do this. I'll just have to forego using one of the docks that I want to use, because I don't really, I just can't, be bothered to deal with it instead. Okay, let's dive into things. So, because this is a weekend stream, we'll go longer. We'll do the typical long weekend stream. But I am thinking I might, every day this week, try to stream. I don't know if I have anything this week. Maybe Wednesday I might not, because Wednesday's like raid hour in Pokemon Go. But I might do 4 p.m. streams at West Coast time every day this week. Who knows? But we'll figure that out at the end. So I am just going to double check my notes just to make sure that I've told you guys everything that I need to tell you. Okay, so if you would like to play along with me, let's just figure out a quick system for this. If you guys would like to play along with me, here's what I need you to do. Could you, in capital letters for me, please, in the chat, if you're in the chat, could you write strike in capital letters just to let me know if you can play along? If you are only here for like a limited amount of time, like if you're like, I'm only here for half an hour or something like that, just add a note so that I know if you're not here for a long time. I know, say for example, like when we stream on Saturdays, Kevin always has to leave before the end or something, so you know, so if we were playing on a Saturday, I'd be like, oh, maybe Kevin might have some priority or whatever, but But we'll see how it goes. And in the meantime, I will say hi to people. So hi Zach and Jelly Ducky and Tenchi and Skywatcher. Oh, Tenchi might only be able to do one. Okay, so that's an interesting point because I'm now just catching up on chat. And Xander, hi, although I might have already said hi to Xander. Lovecat Mew Mew, hello, welcome. So whilst you guys type that in, okay, so let me just do the quick rundown. So if you want to play along with me, you need to have Pokémon Sword and Shield. You need to have the DLC for Pokémon Sword and Shield. You need to have the Dynamax Adventures unlocked of Pokémon Sword and Shield. This is not difficult. You don't need to have beaten the game. You don't need to have beaten the DLC. All you need to do is to be able to get to the train station in, I forget the name of the second town of the game. I can probably quickly look that up. It begins with a W, I believe. It's not Postwick. What's the other one? Wedgehurst, that's it. Yeah, so Wedgehurst Station, you go to Wedgehurst Station. If you have the DLC, they'll be like, oh, you have a train ticket to the Crown Tundra. You go to the Crown Tundra, which is down here. You have to fight Peony, but even if you're doing this, like, literally, like, 20 minutes into the game, you can just lose to him. It doesn't matter. And then you can go to the Dynamax Adventures. You have to do one Dynamax Adventures by yourself, but then afterwards, you have unlocked it to be able to do online multiplayer. Once you have unlocked all that, you then need to make sure you're connected online in the game. The way you do that is when you are like in the game like this, you can see in the bottom left hand corner there, it says about the Y button. We're going to press the Y button. And then in the top right hand corner, you will notice that it currently says local communication. It will usually say that I think it will say that by default when you turn on your game, which means you need to, in your game, connect to the internet. Your Switch might be connected to the internet, but your game is not connected to the internet. So you will need to do this at least once. If you notice in the bottom right-hand corner, it says the plus button connects to the internet. We're going to press the plus button. It says connecting. I have a hardwired connection today, so this should be kind of quick. We're now connected to the internet. The top right-hand corner is going to change to go from local connection to internet. So if the top right-hand corner says internet, you are good to go. If it doesn't, press the plus button so that it does say internet. And then we're going to talk to the Dynamax Adventures lady in a second. But the other things, just quickly, and then the only other two things are if you have the Shiny Charm, that's especially good in this mode, which you can get from Sir Chester for completing the Pokedex. And the only other thing is once we start playing this mode, you want to catch every Pokemon, but that's not anything we need to actually worry about. So, yes. Okay. Oh, Lovecat Mew Mew, you're playing Pokemon Black. Oh, that's really cool. I haven't played Pokemon Black and White forever. Oh, that's a funny thing we'll talk about a bit later. If Pokemon games allowed you to have second save files, I would have played Pokemon so much more growing up. And yes, yeah, and basically to add on to kind of what I said, Kevin has kind of added on to what I was saying. Yeah, you don't need to have beaten the game, you just literally need to go to Wedgehurst, which means you can go to this mode and catch a load of legendary Pokemon, a load of shiny legendary Pokemon, before you even have a single badge. And it's actually part of the speedrunning strategy, is to get the Suicune, and then to just play through the game with Suicune. Oswin! Hi, welcome. You're completely new to Pokemon, you have Legends Arceus, but you haven't played much Sword and Shield, was recommended as a good entry game, so this is perfect to familiarize yourself with. Awesome. I don't know if you have the DLC. If you are new to Pokemon, maybe, like, don't worry about the DLC. But this is just a fun, like, sort of game mode that's in the DLC, and it's really good for getting shiny Pokemon. Not as good at getting shiny Pokemon as just the entirety of Pokemon Legends Arceus, but nevertheless, this is a fun way to get shiny Pokemon, so... there we go. And yes, and Kevin is also just... Yeah, when I say complete the Pokedex, I do just mean the base Pokedex, the base Pokedex, not the Crown Tundra or the, why have I forgotten the name of the other place? Isle of Armor. There we go. So, yes. The funny thing, about... Yeah, that's the thing. So you can tell I've only just got this DLC on this game because I've only unlocked the Crown Tundra. I haven't even been to the Isle of Armor. Okay, so let's see who said strike. So we've got Kevin and Skywatcher and Tenchi. So I think Tenchi may have then added that you might not be able to do a raid right away, but we can at least say Kevin and Skywatcher can join us. So as long as there aren't like too many people here vying to join in, then we'll kind of just get started. Okay, so once you're connected online, you're going to talk to the lady. She's going to say, would you like to do Dynamax Adventures? You're going to say, no, I'd like to do something else. No, you're obviously going to say, do you want to play with anything else? Today, the aim of the game, we're going to shiny hunt for Mewtwo. So every time we do this mode today, until I get the shiny, we're going to just go for Mewtwo. So we're going to focus on our dark types and bug types, and then things that resist psychic, so like steel types and stuff. Maybe also a couple of ghost types, because ghost is super effective. We're going to save our game, because we like to save our game 50 bajillion times here at Bovio Games. And then, once you're on this screen, here's what you're going to do. You're going to be on this screen, you're going to have like the pinky purple, the fuchsia, or whatever on the left. You're going to press the plus button to get the link code up. It says in the bottom right-hand corner there, link code. And then we're going to go, what are we going to do? We're going to go 0408 1112. There we go. 0408 1112. I probably did 1112. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So that's so is that correct? I'm going to select OK. It then says in the top right-hand corner, link code 0408 1112. And then what you're going to do is, if you're connected to the internet, if you have entered that code in, and then if you press the A button to go invite others, we're going to scour the internet for everyone on the planet who has typed in that code, which, you know, maybe it could be some random person in Kenya, but hopefully it will be a bunch of you guys. If a random person in Kenya wants to play along as well, though, they are welcome to. So we've got Tenchi. Tenchi is in. Excellent. So there we go. Okay, let's see. But so hi, welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. And yeah, and just we're gonna be doing this mode a lot. We're gonna be fighting Mewtwo for quite a while. Statistically speaking, maybe we might not. Maybe we might not. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Just checking chat. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, Kevin's here, and then we're waiting for Amber. I'm expecting the Amber to appear. Oh, and the other thing, I forgot to say this, but Zach normally reminds me of this. But I forgot. Make sure, if you want to join in, that you are watching the... Yay, there's Amber. That you are watching the video live on YouTube, okay? When you, like, tap on or hover your mouse on the video... hang on, we need to check. Okay, so we're going against Mewtwo, so keep that in mind as we play through. So, like, Bolton's Crunch could be quite good. See, I'll go with Bolton, why not? But just keep that in mind. So, like, Dog Trio, Alolan Dog Trio is, like, resistant to psychic moves. So just keep in mind that we're going to go against Mewtwo. I think it has, like, Psychic and Blizzard or something like that. Yes, Xander has just put a very helpful emote or emoji. There's, like, a red circle live button. So just don't forget that, don't forget to... You know, that you are watching, slide the scroller on the video so that you are watching live. Make sure, so like right now, it is 11:15 a.m. in Los Angeles. So if it is not 15 minutes past the hour where you are, or maybe 45 minutes past, keep that in mind, okay? As for choosing Pokemon, we want things that are good against Mewtwo, but also things that I don't have a shiny. Oh, okay, Ditto is our first Pokemon. I say we probably go for Glalie. Because we do have 2 fire types and a steel type. And then we've got... Oh, I don't have Clang as a shiny. And there's also Grapploct. Oh, yeah, so we've got some good choices if we go to the right path. Ditto is very fun, but it could also completely screw us over by transforming into a very good Pokemon. So, But yes, but yeah. So make sure, like, so if your video is behind, like there is going to be a delay of about 10 seconds or so, you know, so that's okay. But so there is going to be a delay of about 10 seconds or so. I'm actually not going to Dynamax here because I don't think there's a whole lot to be gained from it, and I may as well save the Dynamaxing for like someone else, like for the Dug Trio in a turn or two. But yes, but there's a little button on YouTube where it sort of says live. There's like a little red button or it just says the word live. Tap on that so that you are watching this like as far ahead as you can watch it. If you're watching it on a delay, then it's hard for you to join in with us and stuff like that. So those are the rules. I should have said that before we're actually attacking a giant Glalie, but oh well. Yes, essentially you have like a 15-second delay. That's fine. It's just if you're like a few minutes behind, like if you pause, like say if you pause the stream to like go to the toilet or something like that, and then you come back, you might be like say like 2 minutes behind, and like that 2 minutes is enough of a time difference to, you know, if we're like, okay, here's the code, 04081112 or something, and you're like, I'm typing in the code and I'm not getting in. It's because we're in the future from you know. So yeah, so that's okay. No, that's the thing. 5 to 10 second delay is absolutely typical. So it's just if you're like several minutes, just make sure you're not watching the video several minutes behind, okay? If you're seconds behind, that's okay. Maybe if you're even 1 minute behind, you can maybe get away with that. But otherwise though, just make sure you are watching the video live. I highly recommend, if you do want to join in, do watch the video live, like, you know, skip ahead so that you just have that typical 5 to 10 second delay and not anything else. Okay, I think we're about to finish this off. I'm probably about to finish this off with a rising voltage, or Talonflame's going to go the flamethrower. There we go. Lovely, easy. I do have a shiny Glalie, but that's okay. Catch every Pokemon. Don't forget, you always catch every Pokemon. Have a lot of Pokeballs. Catch every Pokeball, because you're not gonna. You get to keep one Pokemon at the end, okay? But there's nothing to lose by catching every Pokemon. You always want to catch every single Pokemon. It's just when you get to the end and you're choosing them, that's when you can decide whether you actually want to keep them or not. So, there we go. Right, first victory. Easy peasy. Okay, so I mean, my Boltund has lost a lot of health, but I'm personally good without it, I think. So I don't know if anyone... Yeah, Amber's going to switch to Charmeleon. That's probably a good call. Just because Charmeleon is probably a bit weak for the task we have coming up. Yeah. Jill, hi, lovely to see you. Okay, so I don't have a Clang, and it does resist Mewtwo. And then Grapploct, I don't have Shiny Grapploct, but that's terrible against Mewtwo. Plus, we do have Fire types and a Ground type. So I'm more inclined to go with the Clang. I think that'll be easier to beat. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Good work, team. Yeah, one thing is I won't explain like how the Dynamax Adventures works each time, because you know if you have the DLC, you're likely to know how this works, and just because it's easier to like figure out just from playing it rather than explaining it. It's one of those things where it's just easier to do it than to try and arbitrarily explain it. Like, okay, we all get a rental Pokemon, and it's easy to figure out. Right, I'm gonna. Actually, I tell you what, if Talonflame's going to use Flamethrower, I'm going to help out Talonflame. What? Kevin will, like, set up, like, a sunny day or something like that. No, okay. Okay. So there we go. But yes. But the one thing I will say about Dynamax Adventures is, yeah, every time we beat a Pokemon, we get the option to catch it. You always want to catch them. And then at the end, we look at the 4 Pokemon we fought, we look at the Pokemon that we captured along the way, and then, here we go, a Helping Hands Max Flare. Oh, that did quite a lot of damage. and at the end we get to decide we keep them. If you keep the legendary Pokemon, you will never be able to catch another one of that legendary Pokemon again, so only keep it if you desperately want to keep it. If you ever want to farm a shiny legendary Pokemon, then don't accept the legendary, don't take the legendary Pokemon at the end. But yeah, why do I keep getting attacked? What do these people have against dogs? I'm gonna Helping Hand Talonflame again, actually. Because we did over half the damage, half the health. So I think we should be good here. Here we go. So yeah. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So every time, you know, today we're going to be going after Mewtwo. So we're going to be fighting Mewtwo again and again and again and again and again. And we're going to keep doing that. And I'm going to keep saying, no, I don't want to keep the Mewtwo. Because, yeah. Because I don't want to keep it unless it's shiny. And that's basically what this whole strike endeavor is going to be about, basically. I'm going to just see how many shiny Pokemon I can get and see if I can get any shiny legendary Pokemon that I don't have. So, here we go. I am genuinely considering switching for this just because of how low my health is. But then, no, Crunch is pretty good against Mewtwo, though, so I'll stick without it. We'll keep going. Probably should have gone with that, but oh well. But yeah. So in the chat, okay, hang on. So we've got a Ghost type, so that's like a Frostlass. That could be quite good. Musharna does resist Mewtwo, so that could be good. And Vileplume is weak to it. So Vileplume's a no. So basically Musharna, which I don't have a shiny, and then Frostlass, which I do have a shiny. So I'm going to see what you guys pick. You've gone for the Frostlass because it's super effective. That's okay. I selfishly picked the Musharna because of shininess and because there were some berries behind it. So there we go. But yes, in the chat, there is Nightbot will every 22 minutes ask a time-syncing question, like, are we time-synced? And that's a good thing to pay attention to if you want to play live as well. If you see Nightbot saying, it's 22 minutes past, and you're like, it's 26 minutes past for me. That means you're like 4 minutes behind and that you're going to have issues. Okay, right, here we go. I'm going to go in with the Crunch, and we'll see how this goes. I know there is so much pressure behind these choices, but see, I know ideally you would have like 4 people, like all locally play together, so you could react and make decisions in real time, but there's something fun about me being on like a 5 to 10 second delay from people, but them also being able to see ahead, so they can't hear what I'm thinking. Like, so like Kevin, Amber, and Tenchi can't hear what I'm thinking, until, you know, like 5 to 10 seconds afterwards kind of thing. So it's quite funny after they see it. So they can see the 3 choices, but they can't hear what I'm thinking about those choices until like 5 to 10 seconds afterwards. So, okay, Kevin's setting up, Tailwind. That's interesting. I think after this we should just go for it because Frostlass is pretty frail. Yeah, there we go. As long as it doesn't have Cursed Body. That could be the one thing. Max Darkness. Here we go. Boom, baby. Ahaha, it's trying to set up a pointless Aurora Veil. Here we go. So I think we should finish this off here. Probably just get like a flamethrower. Yep. There we go. That did it. Nice. Oh, so I'll tell you one funny thing, right? So we're about to face Mewtwo in a second. So I went through all the Pokemon you can get in the Dynamax mode, right? And I have a list of like the legendary Pokemon I need. I have a list of just the regular Pokemon that I need. But here's the really interesting thing, right? I went through region by region, because they're listed in on Cerebi in like Pokedex order. So I looked through the regions, and okay, I might switch for this Frostlass because it is a ghost type, and my Boltund has low health and stuff. So a Shadow Ball from Frostlass is going to be better than a than a Crunch from Boltund. So I'm going to go for it. Yeah, baby. I didn't look at the ability. I didn't check if I had Snow Veil or Cast Body. I'd like if I had Snow Veil, just because I can set up Hail easily. But no worries, Jelly Ducky. See you in a bit. Okay, so yeah, so we're always going to be facing Mewtwo. Sometimes you can select a randomly generated legendary mode, but because Mewtwo is one of the ones I need, let's hunt for Mewtwo. Like, we're going to just face Mewtwo today. Okay, Mewtwo's got pressure, so do be aware if you've got a low PP move, like the Dugtrio has Sucker Punch, for example. So, it's, just be careful that you will only have like 3 Sucker Punches instead of 5. I'm going to just go with the Max Phantasm. I believe Ghost lowers the defense of the Pokemon. So all of you with physical moves, like Dugtrio and Glalie, this should help you guys out. So we'll see how this goes. Dynamax is so cool. Dang, it failed. Mewtwo's using Recover? You fool, Mewtwo, you fool! Okay, Kevin's setting up the Tailwind. Max Phantasm! Boom, baby! So let's see, does this lower defense? I'm pretty sure it lowers defense. Yes! There we go. Okay, so Gladie's using Crunch. This should do more damage now. Will that lower defense as well? No, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, so you can see I used 2 Shadow Balls there instead of 1 because of Mewtwo's pressure ability. So we'll have to see how this goes. Oh, this music's so epic as well. It kind of reminds me of something from like Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD. I really like it. Kevin's making use of that defense drop and now gets a defense boost. Dugtrio's using Screech to really hit home those defensive drops. I'm going to use a Max Phantasm to drop the defense even further. Unfortunately, my Ghost move is a special move. And then hopefully Glalie will use Crunch here. Here we go, so this should do a lot. Yes, that did loads of damage. Okay, it is getting more desperate. It's using Psychic. Why do they keep going for me? Oh gosh, it's using Psy Strike. Double hit. Oh gosh. Oh, that's not good. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Okay, but that's only 1 KO, so we've still got 3 to go. You're allowed to faint up to 4 times, so that's no worries. Right, I'll have to just cheer you guys on, though. Right, just attack now, though. Don't, no more stat moves or anything. Of course, I'm saying this too late with the delay, but just focus on attacking now. Here we go. So we're getting evasiveness boosts. If it uses Blizzard, then this will be really funny. Okay, here we go. Sucker Punch, good. Ooh, that did a nice amount of damage. Very good. And then Steel Wing. Ooh, so close. And then Gladie's using Crunch. Yes, well done, team. Excellent. And a critical hit, a pointless critical hit. Where was that 1 turn ago? But here we go. So yeah, catch it in a Pokeball or whatever Pokeball you fancy, really. But I would only pick a special Pokeball if you know you're gonna keep it. So there we go. Okay. So yeah, always catch your Pokemon, but don't pick the legendary unless you definitely want to keep it, which in my case is if it's shiny. So there we go. So there we go, we beat the Mewtwo, and isn't that worth a like and a subscribe? If you haven't liked the video already, please like the video. We got loads of likes on Friday night's video, and it all just really helps out. So, and remember, we've got to do the double check. We're going to do the double check here, okay? So we're going to do the double check. Don't just rush into picking your Pokemon or being like, nah, I'm not going to pick anything. We're going to do the double check. So this Glalie is not shiny. The Clang is not shiny. The Frostlass is not shiny, and the Mewtwo is not shiny. So I do know factually all of these are not shiny, but you do the double check anyway. I said about the little, the Galar Pokemon League logo, which we can see there, that little black Pokeball thing that kind of looks like a mixture of Refresh and a Pokeball. Next to it, there would be some sparkles if this was shiny. Glalie has red eyes as well, so that's not shiny. Clang would be green, but there's no sparkles and it's not green. Frostlass would be sort of bluish or something. I can't really remember, but it looks different. I've got one. And there are no sparkles there, and the Mewtwo has no sparkles or anything either, which is a terrible shame. So there we go. Let's just check the abilities. Ice Body, Snow Cloak. It's funny we had Glalie and Frostlass. I'm going to just pick the Frostlass, because, hey, why not? And there we go. But yeah, only pick the Legendary if you definitely want to keep it. If you want to farm for shinies, then don't pick the Legendary. But there we go. So, she's going to ask, like, oh, hey, there was a Mewtwo. Would you like us to record it? I'm going to go, yes. She'll say, Roger Craig Smith. And then that's that. So, okay. So we go. Tenchi, your sister, says hi. And she recognized me from Chongyun. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, hi, Noelle. It's lovely to see you. And thank you so much. That's really kind. Also, just quick story. Yesterday, we were going to do the Rayquaza Raid Day thingamajig. And my Kira was treating me to a coffee. And whilst we were getting this coffee, I actually got recognized. Someone said, hi, are you Bo? And said she'd watched my streams. So I don't know if she's here today, but Maddie, if you're out there, just thank you so much. That was a really lovely surprise. So yeah, it was just that was a lovely surprise. If you want to ever join in on some Pokemon Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventures, you're welcome to. Capybara, hi, welcome. Lovely to see you. If you'd like to join us, Capybara, actually to play alongside with us, let me know. But okay. Sorry, Lovecat Mew Mew pointed out we got both the Snowrun evolutions as well, so that's really funny. Okay. So yeah. Why is it telling me like subscribers? Okay, whatever. So let's dive right back into another one, shall we? Oh yeah, sure. Okay, sorry, my OBS was doing weird things. Yes. But yeah, so let's just dive back into another one. I don't know if there's anyone new who wants to play with us. So reminder, I don't think if there is anyone new, make sure you connected to the internet on this page. You press the Y button to go to this menu, and then the plus button to connect online, if it doesn't already say internet in the corner, but you only have to do it once, and then it should just stay on for like the rest of the time, in theory, in-game theory. So yeah, we're going to talk to the nice lady. She's going to say, would you like a Pokemon? I'm going to say, yes, we're going to hunt for Mewtwo. And we're going to get back into another one nice and quickly. I'm going to set up a link code. What shall we do? We'll go 0408 and then 1134. There we go. So we've got 0408 1134. Can I do a cram in here? No, I cannot. Do you need Nintendo Online? Unfortunately, yes, you do. So if you don't have Nintendo Online, you can't play this mode, unfortunately. You need the Sword and Shield DLC, and you need an active online subscription, unfortunately. Because this does sort of like count as playing with other people. Oh, okay, Amber's listed first, which is interesting. So I don't know if that means we're now like playing on Amber's game or something. We'll have to see. But yes. Nightbot just makes a very important point. Again, I do apologize because I am on strike, because of my main source of income is now not available. It's Jill. Because oh yeah, you can get a free trial if you haven't used one. Or I think they actually did have like a second trial. A second trial was made available, so if you have done a trial, you can do a second trial. Yeah, Cappy. Yeah, Cappy. Okay, if you set that up, if you set up your free trial, let me know. Okay, so remember we are going to be fighting Mewtwo. So I'm going to go with Armaldo because X-Scissor should be really good. So just keep in mind we will be fighting Mewtwo at the end, so maybe stay away from like fighting types and poison types. So yeah, Cappy, if you set that up, let me know, and we'll make sure we get you in on lots and lots of raids. I will be doing this frequently throughout the week as well, so if you see me around online throughout your free trial and you want to join in throughout the week, you're welcome to keep joining in, make the most of that free account. So let's see what we got here. So we got Center Scorch. Oh, I don't have a shiny one of those. I do have a shiny Mewtwo. Center Scorch is also a bug type, which would be very good. There are also Vespiquens and stuff. And yeah, no, we definitely want to take the left path here. Left path is definitely the better one, because the right path, we have Pokemon that are weak to Mewtwo. So yeah, this is left path, definitely the way to go here. Oh yeah, Nightbot just mentioned this. But yeah, because I am on strike, I do apologize that both Nightbot and myself will mention more about if you have ever wanted to like super chat or do the PayPal donation link, which I affectionately and amusingly call Wonga. If you want to do one of those, this period of time in my life is like the best time to do it, and I'm like greatly appreciative. If you get a shiny, you have to shoot super chat. No, I'm kidding. But right, I'm gonna use Smackdown because that's like ×4 super effective here. So yeah, but so I do just apologize, but I will kind of like be a bit more vocal about like super chats and donations and all that stuff. Only if you have the means to do so. If it's not within your financial means to do so, that's okay. You can just watch and join in and play alongside with me. All that stuff is totally fine. But I'm just saying, if you do have like a job where you have like a consistent wage and you want to support me and help me out, then now is an especially lovely and wonderful time to do it, and I greatly appreciate anyone who does. And I'm very grateful to all the people on Friday who did. You guys are wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry, Smackdown. Oh, ×4 super effective. If I only had a better rock move. Okay. Right, I will Dynamax here, but it probably is unnecessary, but we'll do it. Okay, but with all that, and then Nightbot's also like, also, you can get an autograph, like, from the print store shop or whatever. But yeah, so that's also an option as well. That kind of thing is also now more than ever. But anyway, right, anyway, money stuff aside, let's get back into the game and talking about fun stuff. Yeah. I know, that did hit you hard. That did hit you hard. Oh, dang, we're one down already. We'll avenge you, Kevin. We'll avenge you. Also, can you guys... I do apologize. Can you guys remind me which one of you is Jill? I can't remember if I saw... oh, no, wait, sorry. Jill-Jalisha, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I was thinking Jill. Jill, sorry, you're in this time. Good. Welcome. Sorry. I was like, Jill. It's because every time I'm seeing your name, I'm seeing it as Jalisha, and I hadn't... Had I said hi to you today yet, Jill? I hope... If I hadn't said hi to you, I'm so sorry. I've seen you in chat today, but I can't remember if I said hi to you now, which is, again, maybe why you're... Anyway, sorry. But anyway, we avenged... We have avenged Kevin. Okay. So I'm good with my Armaldo, but okay. Center Scorch doesn't have a bug move, but so it's not like as useful against Mewtwo, but it does have a very good Gigantamax move. And it probably is better than some of the Pokemon we've currently got, so something to keep in mind. Jill's gone for it. Excellent. I did say hi. Okay, sorry. Again, I'm trying to juggle like a bajillion things at once here. I do apologize. Let's see what we've got here. Is that a Butterfree or something? And then that's like a Stunfisk, and then that's Vespiquen. Vespiquen would be quite easy to beat. I think I do have shinies of all of these. Like if that is just like a Butterfree, I have shinies of like everything here. So yes. So there we go. And every time we beat a raid boss, you have to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, all that kind of stuff, just anything to support me and the channel kind of thing, big or small, it's all just greatly appreciated at this time. Right, rock moves are going to be super duper mega effective here. That pressure ability is very annoying in this mode though. But right, anyway, like I said, we'll talk about fun stuff now. I'll tell you a fun random thing that came up today on my Facebook memories from, I think, like 12 years ago or something. I guess like 12 years ago or something, was when Peter Capaldi was announced as being the next Doctor, even though he's now like, what, like 3 Doctors ago, technically. But it was announced. It was like the day that it was announced that he was the Doctor, and I had put a prediction on my Facebook. I had put a prediction on my Facebook of like what I thought about like the next Doctor, because you always get like the newspapers and the bookmakers and everything like making predictions and betting odds and all this stuff, and I think like there had been like a rumor like the day before, like a strong rumor that like, oh, it's going to be Peter Capaldi, it's going to be Peter Capaldi. But you always get these rumors that like, oh, a past companion is going to be the Doctor and stuff like that, or some famous celebrity, or I don't know. But I like put a prediction on Facebook. I was like, I don't think it's going to be a previous companion, which I was correct. I was like, I don't think it's going to be a woman. Sorry, ladies. And I was right. The next time it would be, which was awesome, but it wasn't that time. But I said, I don't think it will be anyone who's like been in the show kind of before in like some kind of like prominent guest starring role. And the funny thing about Peter Capaldi is that in the 4th season of the show, in the David Tennant era, he had a big role in a guest episode, and they did reference it within the show, funnily enough. But yeah, they but I was like, it won't be anyone who's been. They won't like have someone who's been like a major guest star appear in the show, and then it was, and I was wrong, and it was like, oh. So okay, Vespiquen does have a super effective move, and it is very bulky. So Kevin's like, yeah, I'm done with this Altaria. I'm done with this Altaria. Cappy, your first shiny Pokemon was a Bidoof. Awesome. Was that in like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or was it in another game that Bidoof appeared in? Like say Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I would never do these random rentals unless you just have a Pokemon that really, really sucks or is like about to die or something. Okay, let's see who our choice is. That looks like a Bisharp. That is a dark type, so that could be very good. I do have a shiny Bisharp though. I'll go on Bisharp by default whilst I'm trying to figure out what the heck this fairy is. Fairy! What's the fairy? The smoke's in the... Oh, it's a Clefairy. Okay, I have a Clefairy. We'll go with Bisharp. We've got the... Jill's got the Center Scorch, so that'll be really good. I think we've got a fighting move or two in here. Sorry, you said about you're new to Pokemon and Legends Arceus. Bleh, sorry, my bad. Bleh, sorry. I apologize to you. I apologize to Jill. My brain is not on it today, apparently. You got shiny in Arceus already. That's excellent. I can't think when I think I got like 3 shinies in the playthrough. I think my first was like a Skorupi in like the Cape level area. That's awesome. Congratulations. Stomping Tantrum. There we go. That'd be good. Sorry. So, Nay Ain't Okay. Hi. Welcome. Anytime there's a new person, have you liked and subscribed yet? We got the bun. Dizzying Max Darkness. My special defense. No. Lovely to see you, Nay Ain't Okay. Okay, how's the adventuring been so far? It's been pretty good. My brain's apparently quite off today. I keep forgetting very silly little things. But no, the adventuring's been good. We've only done one complete. This is our second run through, because it still takes about half an hour every time. Revenge times 4 super effective. Excellent. But yeah, the first round was pretty funny. Also, we're hunting for Mewtwo today, so we're just exclusively, like, the legendary we're going to be facing over and over and over and over and over is going to be Mewtwo. We're going to keep going for Mewtwo until we get a shiny of it. But yeah, but it was funny, in our first run-through, we got a Frostlass and a Glalie, which was quite funny, so that was cool. Right, catch all your Pokemon, catch every Pokemon. You didn't have the shiny charm or the shiny. Yeah. No, just base in the game Bidoof. That's awesome. Because that's the thing about Legends Arceus, Cappy. Because, like, you can see all the Pokemon on the screen, like, at the same time, you essentially have better shiny odds. Like, even though the game does have... so I'm good, but this would be a very good Pokemon to switch for. Because it's immune to... Oh, no one's going for it? Okay, well, I'm going to go for this. Because it resists Psychic and Blizzard, so... And I've lost some health, so... I will go with this. I was going to keep Armaldo because of the bug typing. I was going to let someone else have it, but yeah. Yeah, no, so because in Arceus, even though, like, the shiny odds are, like, 1 in 4,096 or whatever, they're also kind of, like, not really that, just because you can see, like, 5 or 10 Pokemon on the screen at any time, and so you're essentially, like, multiplying the odds by, like, 10 or whatever. So, you know, it's so easy to get shiny Pokemon in that game. It's why I just realized there was a story I was telling earlier that I didn't get to finish. So I was saying earlier how I was looking at the Pokemon that I need as shinies from this mode, from the Dynamax mode, and I looked at what regions I need them from. So excluding the legendaries, like I was just looking at like the regular Pokemon and being like, what regions am I missing? So I looked through like the Kanto Pokemon, because Cerebi listed them in Pokedex order. I looked through the Kanto. There were like 8 Kanto Pokemon I need, because... Oh, it's just using Recover. Excellent. You know, because there are like some interesting things, like if it's like a regional in like Pokemon Go, or has some like regional variant, I might not have the shiny of the regional variant, so I don't have like Alolan Marowak, I don't have Kangaskhan, I need like a couple of the Galarian variants, like I need Pazaka, for example. So yeah, we're wailing on this thing. We're wailing on the moon, we carry our harpoons. If you understand that reference, kudos. It's using Max Hailstorm. Who's it going for? Oh, it's going for me. See, this is why I picked Bisharp, because it resists Blizzard and Psychic. So, but I was looking through. So Kanto I had quite a lot, but then Johto I only had 1 Pokemon I was missing. I'll get to it in a second. Hoenn I had like 3 or something. Sinnoh I only have 1 as well. And the reason I only need 1 Sinnoh Pokemon shiny from this mode is because of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Because Pokemon Legends Arceus just has such busted shiny hunting, it's so easy to get shinies in that game. Paralyze it, paralyze it, paralyze it, yes! So it's probably about to shake off the paralysis, but... attack order! The Hail's gonna finish it off if we don't. Using Side Strike. Come on, come on! Hail, finish it off! Finish it off! Hail, yeah! Did that finish it? Or does it have a teeny bit left? Okay, that did finish it. Yes! Well done, team. Well done. Yeah, and because it has the sound effect as well, you don't really even have to be looking, and you can be like, oh, a shiny! There's a shiny somewhere! Yeah, exactly. So it's such a good game for shiny hunting, because I'm like not that... I'm not a particularly big fan of Pokemon Legends Arceus, but I am as a shiny hunting game. It's such a good shiny hunting game. So I got all the shiny Sinnoh Pokemon in that game, like, really super duper easily. Yeah, and so the only Pokemon in this mode that's from Sinnoh that I don't have shiny is Cherim, because Cherim and Cherubi are they're like tree Pokemon in Arceus. Right, we're gonna do the double check here. To just check that everything is... Okay, so I don't think anything's shiny here. Maybe the Center Scorch could be, because Center Scorch has like a weird shiny. No, Vespiquen, Bisharp. Yeah, no. I think these are all Mewtwo. No, okay. So we've done the double check, so we don't have any sparkles there. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. Now I've got to decide which one I want to keep, though. What does the Vespiquen have, ability-wise? Does it have pressure? I'm kind of tempted to keep Vespiquen. But then the Center Scorch is G-Max. Oh, I'll keep the Center Scorch. I'll keep the Center Scorch. Could have kept the Bisharp, because that's the one we had, but... Skywatcher, you're not going to play for a bit. No worries, that's okay. How fitting we've been winning with the power of ice. I know, right? I know. So, yeah. Jelly Ducky, I do agree. Arceus's shiny sound thing, it is good, but I don't think it's the best way of incorporating sound into finding shinies. But I do think you definitely need a noise when there are shinies around, and you can't just have it be a visual thing, because particularly with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the models are so tiny, the graphics can be so blurry. It can be just genuinely hard to tell if something's shiny. I think the best thing is to, I think an audio cue is good. I actually do think, though, you should just have sparkles going around it, like in Pokemon Let's Go. I do think that is, the best way of going about it. I think an audio cue is good, but what I think there should almost be, a jingling sound that kind of happens as you get closer to the Pokemon, or when there is a Pokemon in range. So the example I always use, I know this is a bit of a weird example, but if you play Super Mario World, when you ride on Yoshi, the music changes, and it's not that Yoshi has his own, music that plays instead. You still hear the music of the level, but there's this, drum beat that is, added to the music. And I think that when there's a shiny around, something like that should happen. There should be some kind of twinkly, sparkly sound / music kind of undertone that they just kind of embed into the music so that you know that a shiny's around. Maybe you could have a sound like the Arceus one as well. I feel like it gives you a heart attack, so it's good, but it's also terrifying. Because I always have a heart attack every time I hear it, but... Nay ain't okay. The entire transition from sprites to 3D really washed a lot of the Pokemon's colors, which is both harder for shiny hunting and also just generally kind of disappointing. I agree. Nay ain't okay. I completely agree. Because that's the thing. We did some shiny hunts. We did a shiny hunt Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is one is brown and one is white, and it's oh, that should be easy. But, it wasn't actually that easy to tell the difference between them, which was just really wild. Kind of couldn't believe that. So, yeah, they need to, really brighten up and bolden the colors. And the annoying thing is, look at my character here. Look at how bright and colorful this character is. The red on this shirt. It's really good. And even, these Pokemon here, bright colors. Nia here, she has, really bright colors. This game has, loads of bright colors in. But, Scarlet and Violet and Arceus kind of have, more washed out colors, and it is just, a shame. I mean, not all the models have, the brightest colors, you know? If I go on the Pokedex and we look at, hang on, let me find, Charizard or something. Where is, here we go. If I find, that's, quite a pale orange. I wish that was, a brighter orange, and I wish that was, a brighter red. And that needs to be a way brighter orange, you know, and the yellow on the belly could be less pale and stuff like that. So I completely agree. Ooh, yeah, something like an exclamation point being over your head. That's an interesting idea as well. That's the thing. I think definitely in addition to audio cues, you need a visual clue that's not just a different color on the Pokemon, because if you look up shiny Center Scorch, that has like a really like the shinies are the same except for like one part of its body. If you're not looking at that one particular part of its body, which you might not even be able to see if you're like standing in front of it, then like you're not going to be able to notice it. Okay, so for anyone who's new, who hasn't played before, make sure you're connected online, press the Y button, check that you are connected to the internet in the top right hand corner. If you're not, press the plus button. But if you are, then talk to the lovely Dynamax Adventures lady, and let's get into another one, shall we? We're going to go for Mewtwo. Today is Mewtwo Day. We're going to keep playing until I get a shiny Mewtwo. Maybe if I get a different shiny, we could hunt for a different legendary instead. But until we get a shiny, we're going to just hope that we get a shiny Mewtwo. Let's set up a new link code. Let's go, what, 0408 and then 1156. That should do it. So we'll go 0408 1156. There we go. Get ready. I'm going to invite some people. And then, Cappy, when you heard the shiny sound, you got scared because you were just speeding through and thought it might despawn. Exactly. It's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. That's why kind of, I don't know, they do need to be careful with things like how fast you can travel versus like how quickly Pokemon can spawn and despawn and stuff like that. They really need to be careful of that because I completely agree. It's like terrifying. If a Pokemon just kind of like can disappear. So yeah. Right, I think we're all good. So we'll just carry on and keep on going. There we go. Right, okay. Okay, so remember we are going against Mewtwo. I'm going to go with Metang because it's very resistant to Mewtwo, both the Psychic and the Blizzard. So I'm going to go with that. That Drifblim does not have any ghost moves, which is very annoying. Kevin's gone for Sudowoodo. That's interesting. Oh, Grimmsnarl's a Dark type. Grimmsnarl's a Dark type. Okay. There we go. Okay, we've got some good choices here. So, there's an Aurorus on the right. I don't have a shiny one of those. I mean, there is like a fossil event in Pokemon Go right now, but who knows what's going to happen on that. I can't even figure out what that ground type is. What? Oh, it's Gastrodon. Oh, yeah, we don't need Gastrodon. Gastrodon's rubbish. Oh, there's a Berserker as well. Oh, let's go for the Aurorus and then the Berserker. Yeah! Good work, team. Good choosing, team. Let's see. These rental Pokemon... This was not the best choice of rental Pokemon. I agree. I agree. Okay, you just looked up Shiny Scentiscorch. You love the green-blue they use for the back, but they definitely need a different color difference, like changing the flames or something. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's just change the body as well. Like, don't, you know, change, like, all of the body. Like, change all of the body, change, like, the flames. You gotta do something different, you know? Right, I'm gonna Dynamax and use a Max Steel Spike. This is gonna be 100% accurate, ×4 super effective. So this is gonna hit very hard, hopefully. Yeah, Zach says, as someone who tends to play with no sound or background music, you need a good visual. And yeah, exactly, that's the thing. Have a visual and an audio cue, you know? Like, just make shiny Pokemon as easily realizable and noticeable as possible. Don't just rely on... Again, if you look up the Scentiscorch, but yeah... Cappy, you think Mega Gengar Shiny is better than normal? I agree, definitely. Here's the thing, Cappy. I don't know if you know this because you did say you're like newer to Pokemon. I don't think this has ever been confirmed, but it's kind of been like highly theorized and kind of... There's like a lot of evidence to suggest this. In the first 5 generations of Pokemon, with a few exceptions, Pokemon shininess, like the colors for shiny Pokemon, was just kind of like randomly generated. When I say randomly generated, I don't mean like totally randomly generated. It's hypothesized that there's kind of like an algorithm, which is why, you know, you'll see like a lot of Pokemon that are like one particular color. Their shiny form will be a particular other color. But basically it was sort of hypothesized that when there were sprites, there was kind of like an algorithm that just kind of like decided what shiny colors were. And so that's why you do see some kind of like patterns and why some, you know, why this happens to some Pokemon. You see like consistencies, but not like total consistencies. But it also explains why the colors are just weird and poor choices at times. And I do think Gengar was a Pokemon that fell victim to that, because the shiny Mega Gengar is like so cool compared to like just the regular shiny Gengar, and I think it's because, yeah, it was just chosen by an algorithm. I'm gonna keep my Metang because I really like it. Aurorus is okay, but I'm good without it. I don't think we really need it. I think the only people who maybe could have are like Kevin and Jill, but, you know, again, you wouldn't have really been like trading up, it just would have been trading sideways. There are berries on the right, but Grapploct is going to not be very good against Mewtwo. The only reason to pick it is because I do need it as a shiny, but I don't have a Perrserker as shiny, so let's go this way. I don't have Unpheasant as shiny, so I'm going to go left. I think Perrserker might have a dark move as well, like something like Lash Out, so it could be pretty good. It resists Psychic and Ice, so Steel types are going to be very good in these Mewtwo runs. So, yeah. Nay ain't okay. You really like the contrast between the red and the turquoise. It's just that the addition of the flames. No, that is definitely a fair assessment. That is definitely a fair assessment. Okay. Ironically, I'm not sure if I actually have anything that's good against this Perrserker with my... Oh, no, I have Thunder Punch. Okay. Although I might set up a Reflect. We've always had like loads of fire types in each of these runs, so I'm used to... I've always had fire types in these runs. So I'm used to us being able to beat steel types easily, but... Okay, let's see what we got here. Kevin's going for it. Right, Grimmsnarl's using Power Up Punch. That's cool, because that'll power you up. And then, okay, it's using Max Steel Spike. Who's it? Oh, it's going to be super effective. Oh, jeez Louise! That did a lot of damage. I know Perrserker is quite strong, but, still. I think I saw a post online a while back where someone kind of said about, like, is, like, Galarian... Like, who's, like, favorite of the Meowths is, like, Galarian Meowth kind of thing. And it's like, mine is. Like, I think I do like Galarian Meowth the most, and I like Perrserker more than I like Persian. Like, either of the Persians. I really like Perrserker. I think it's a very good evolved form for Meowth. I think this could have just genuinely on its own been a good evolved form for Meowth, to be honest. But, I would have been happy with it. Eric, hi, welcome. We're doing very well, thank you. This is our third Dynamax today. We're hunting exclusively for Mewtwo, so we're always just fighting Mewtwo at the end, just seeing how that goes. But, oh, jeepers. Okay, good thing we had that Reflect up, because that does just, you know, help things a little bit. But it has been boosting its defenses, so my Thunder Punches aren't doing a whole lot here. But Kevin's going to counteract that with the Max Knuckle. That's going to give us some nice attack boosts going here. It's a shame that Grimmsnarl can't benefit from this, but oh well. Good job with that burn as well. Between the burn and the Reflect, we really have kind of like hindered its ability to like do damage to us, so that's something. Also, Tenchi, I like your avatar, and I like the sort of fairy shirt that you are wearing. I like all your avatars. I like Kevin's very loud trousers. And I've already talked about how much I like Jill's avatar as well. So, on Friday stream. Okay. Nullified. No, don't nullify. No, you can't nullify. You can't nullify me. Paralyze at least. Okay. Well, Kevin's about to get another max knuckle in, so that's good at least. Boom, baby. So that's cool. Nay ain't okay. You like Alolan Math sass. I agree. But you very much warmed up to Berserker. You just wish it wouldn't run at you so menacingly when you're minding your own business. I know, right? Skywatcher, you finished your lunch. It was delicious. What did you have to eat? What was your lunch? What is a lunch food for Skywatcher? Hang on, the stream is just a wee bit laggy, so I'm just going to very quickly do that to see if that fixes it, or just makes it better at all. It probably won't help. No, Drift Bloom. Oh, well, at least that helps. No. We did not have a very good choice of rental Pokemon here. I can't help but feel, but okay, Body Press. That's interesting. Hopefully we can finish this off without any more casualties, but Sudowoodo is not looking good. Hopefully this like heals us or something. Our echoed field feebly. No, you need to be louder, Chill. Louder. No, it's okay. I had a feeble shout on Friday. That upset me. Little Metal Claw. Oh, that's Body Press. Is that gonna do enough? No. And the reflect's gone. We're fast. We've got at least one Pokemon faster than it, though, right? Just attack it. Just attack it. Attack it. Attack it. Attack it. Attack it. And then hopefully this should be. Why is this Berserker giving us more trouble than Mewtwo? I know, right? This has genuinely been our hardest fight. This has genuinely been our hardest fight that we've had so far today. Even maybe out of like all of we had like a tough legendary fight on Friday, I think, but a couple of tough legendary ones, but still. But yeah, let's see. I was gonna say Xander, Alolan Vulpix is one of your favorite variants. I was gonna say I think the variants are excellent. Like they're really well designed. Like there aren't really many variants. I would say something like maybe Galarian Farfetch'd is like the weakest variant, maybe, or something, just because it kind of looks pretty similar to regular Farfetch'd. I think it's a good Pokemon. I like it, but let's see what we got here. Okay, so we've got Dragonair, and then we've got Unpheasant. I think Unpheasant will be easier to beat, and I don't have a shiny of it. So, and we've got berries this way as well, so I'm tempted to go this way. I think this is the way to go. I think the Dragonair will kind of be annoying to defeat. Because I think the team we've got is probably the team that we're going to, have for Mewtwo or whatever. So, there we go. Berries! Thank you, berries. But yes. Zach, I can't be the only one who can picture Bo sitting there playing Pokemon, making all these sound effects of his. I do. I kind of do. I am one of those, like, go Charizard! Finish it! All that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. Unpheasant. Hang on, what am I... Okay, so Thunder Punch is better than a Meteor Mash. Okay. But that's the thing. Sorry, I didn't get to finish my thought because I was going to say Galarian yay! Yay for wasting a turn. Galarian. So that's the thing. Galarian Farfetch'd is like, kind of like, I like at first I just genuinely thought they'd like changed up the model. Like I didn't even realize that they'd like changed. There was like a Galarian Farfetch'd. But Surfetch'd is excellent. So I'm sorry I didn't get to say that. I love Surfetch'd. I had one on my team in Pokemon Sword. Like, it's so cool. I love it. It's great. So... Oh, Sandy, you introduced Risa to Alolan Vulpix, and she fell in love with it. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. I love that. But yeah, I think the regional variants are so good. And one thing I love about Scarlet and Violet is I love it. It's I forget what you kind of call them now. The sort of regional convergence, I guess. But basically, like Wiglet and Wugtrio instead of Diglett and Dugtrio, and the Toadscool and Toadscruel. I think they're so clever, and so they look so good. They're so clever and funny. I love that it's kind of like, it's like this, but not kind of thing. Like, I love it. I love it. I almost think that if they'd had that idea first, that's what all regional variants would be. So instead of having, like, Alolan Vulpix, there would be just, you know, like Ice Pix or something like that, you know? So that's kind of what... But yeah. But no, Sirfetch'd is great. But there's, like, you know, there's, like, Galarian Corsola and then, like, Cursula. Like, they're excellent. You know, Galarian Meowth and Perrserker are great. Just regional variants, just so cool, man. Alolan Muck is really cool. Yeah, it's such a great concept. It like, Alolan Muck is such a cooler idea than just regular Muck, you know? Because it's, you know, like, just... I grew up in England, and, like, you know, I'm used to seeing, like, on a rainy day, seeing those, like, multicolour sort of petrol stains on the floor, on the road. I never see them, like, here in, like, LA, because it's just hot all the time. But, you know, growing up, I would, like, see those, like, sort of multicoloured, like, gasoline, petrol stains on the floor, like, oil stains on the floor. And so when I saw Muck, I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's so much fun. Right, this Unpheasant will not be useful. We just did it because it was easy to beat. And because, you know, maybe I can get a shiny of it. But we'll have to see how this goes. You also really... I love Hisuian Zoroark. It's a cool type. It look like Hisuian... Hisuian... I'm saying Hisuian instead of Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark is the reason I got Legends Arceus. I wasn't sure if I was going to get Legends Arceus right away, because I just didn't really sort of like the look of it very much. But then when I saw Zorua and Zoroark, I was like, I'm going to have to get this game, aren't I? And I did. and that's the story of how I got the game. So yeah, but then I got loads of shinies, so it was worth it. Right, okay. I'm just going to attack it with Meteor Mesh. I don't know whose turn it is to Dynamax. I would only Dynamax if you've got Ghost or Fighting moves. Ghost or Dark moves, not Fighting moves. So, yeah. Same, you'll see those in the Midwest US every so often as well. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Newfoundland has them all the time. Xander, about time Farfetch got an evolution, honestly. That's the funny thing. So for those who don't know, yes, Mewtwo, again, wasting moves. Oh, G-Max Snooze. Oh, yes, T'Challa. By T'Challa, I mean Kevin. But yes, T'Challa. Excellent. Oh no, but now we're burning it. But no, this is fine. This is all good. This is all good. As long as we're chipping away at it, it's all good. Right, I'm going to Meteor Mash. I'm going to be the least useful of us here, I'm afraid. I have all the resistances. That's how I'm useful here. So, okay. But yeah, no. What was it? So, but yeah, funny thing. So, I mean, Xander probably knows this, but some of you may not. So, really fun fact. For the longest time, the first Pokemon in, like, Pokedex order... like chronologically, to not have an evolution was Farfetch'd. So if you think you've got like Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, and then like Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, you know, and then you've got like you know, like Caterpie and Weedle and Pidgey, and then there's like you know, Pikachu, Ekans, Arbok, Sandshrew, Fearow, Spearow, the Nidorans, like all that kind of stuff. And you kind of keep thinking, you keep going through. And yeah, number 83, I think it's number 83. If it's not 83, it's 73. But number 83 is Farfetch'd, and that was the first Pokemon listed to not have an evolution, but now it does. And I actually can't think, maybe it's like Kangaskhan or something that might be like the only Pokemon to like not have an evolution now, I would say. G-Max snooze! Go to sleep, Mewtwo, go to sleep. Go to sleep, Mewtwo, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Mewtwo grew drowsy. We're not facing... There's no drowsies here. Oh, does it have anything left? No, that's it, we did it! Woo! Excellent. And yeah, you could only get Farfetch'd in the original games, or at least by Red and Blue, I don't know about Yellow, but via trade, and so it would always have a nickname. Hasaki, hi, welcome back, lovely to see you. Yeah, so Kangaskhan did have the Mega, so that is like a little bit different. Then it would be interesting. It'd be interesting to then know if there's anything from Kanto, which like Ditto. Ditto is like the one Pokemon that will never evolve and never will, and so there will always be Ditto. But yeah, as long as we have new games, I have to now check for shininess because I don't know if that's shiny or not. You're not shiny, you're not shiny. So we're gonna have to do the double check. Don't forget the double check, okay? So we're gonna check here. So I don't see any sparkles. I don't see any sparkles. I don't see any sparkles, and I don't see any sparkles. Oh, Aerodactyl might be. Aerodactyl doesn't have a does have the Mega, but yeah. Sudowoodo has a pre-evolution, so Sudowoodo doesn't evolve, but it has a Pokemon that they later introduced that evolves into it, which is Bonsly. So hang on, let's just see. Sorry, everyone, the chat's really popping off. Maybe Farfetch'd may have had some kind of evolution or pre-evolution like once upon a time ago, but yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm actually just going to check what Aurorus looks like, because I want to see how different it looks, because that's got that big white part, like, on its face. I think, basically, is it just the rest of its body that is white? I'm going to just quickly check this up, because I want to make sure I know. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like it's kind of like white all over, or it's kind of like inverted. So whereas normally it has like a blue body and then the sort of like the paler sort of neck and face, the shiny is inverted. Okay, good to know. What have we got? Okay, these are all interesting. I'm gonna go with Aurorus, I think, because it's a fossil, and fossils are cool. So, I don't know if any Kantomons have no alternative forms on evolution, but, oh, hang on. Shiny Aurorus does look really good. So there we go. Yes, I will keep track of Mewtwo. Oh, hang on, did I miss Nightbot? Okay, I swear, I keep missing Nightbot talking about voting. Okay, never mind. Vote in your elections, friends. Register to vote. That's like the third time I've missed it. Okay, well, we've got plenty of opportunities anyway. Yeah, the Pikachu, the sort of quote-unquote Pikachu clones, they do not have evolutions. The only one they've ever introduced that did was Pichu, because it evolves into Pikachu. But yeah, Plusle and Minun don't evolve. Pachirisu, Emolga, Dedenne, Mimikyu, and then Morpeko, and I'm trying to think, what's the Gen 9? What's the Gen 9 one? I can't think off the top of my head. But you guys will let me know, I'm sure. Was Farfetch'd really like that far back? Like from like the Gold Silver beta? That's interesting. Right. Has anyone joined in? Okay, so like Hasaki, you joined us before. Are you able to? Oh, Pormo. Oh, yeah, it's Pormo, isn't it? And that does evolve, so that's interesting. They changed up the formula. There's like Pormo, Pormot, and whatever. I can't. Pormo, Pormot. That's it. Okay. So like Hasaki, I don't know if you're able to join us. Oh, they gave you a chicken nugget with barbecue sauce as a free sample. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone new who wants to join in. If you are, don't forget, press the Y button, press the plus button if it doesn't say internet. But if you're already connected online, you can just talk to the lady and get going. Tenchi, you need to go out with your Nan for a bit, but you should be back for the streamers. Yeah, no, we'll be going for a long time today, so lots and lots of chances to get Mewtwo. We've done 3 so far. This is now our 4th. Let's see how it goes. Right, let's set up a code. So we'll do 0408, and then we'll do 1221. So 0408 1221. It's symmetry or something. So there you go. Hasaki, you couldn't join. Okay, well, you can take Tenchi's place. Okay, so if you've got the code 0408 1221, then we'll get going. We'll get going to the land of Hoenn. No, not really. But yeah, again, we're gonna go after Mewtwo. We're gonna see if we can get shiny Mewtwo, because I never got one in Pokemon Go. Of course, what will happen is we'll get one in this mode, and then Pokemon Go will have Mewtwo, and then I'll be like, dang it, why didn't I get one in Pokemon Go beforehand? And Hasaki, was that your one before, like just the number 1? I don't remember that. I do apologize. A palindrome, yes. That's also a word I could have used. Okay, everyone's ready but me, so sorry, I'm holding you guys up. Okay. Start exploring. Okay, so earlier I was saying about... Okay, so hang on, let's just have a look. Jinx is very resistant to the Mewtwo's moves, so I am actually going to go with Jinx, as weird as that is. Okay, Vanillish. Kevin's going for Vanillish. For some ice synchronicity. Yeah, these are not good. These are just not good Pokemon, let alone good Mewtwo choices. So I do not envy your choices. Oh, Hasaki, you're doing it. So yeah, who was our mysterious? Who's our mysterious last player? If you're in chat, please say hi, because I was like, that's not. Like, I was like, I don't think that's Hasaki. Oh yeah, Nightbot is 22-minute pass. Make sure you're playing live. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Oh, Galarian Mr. Mime. I don't have a shiny Galarian Mr. Mime. Let's do the Mr. Mime. It's also an ice type, and it's like Jinx. It's got all the resistances to Psychic and Ice. And then there's a Lipard. Lipard's a dark type. I don't have a shiny Lipard. Okay, let's go with that, and then there's a Charger Bug at the end. That's terrible. That'll be easy to defeat. Okay, we have a plan. We have a plan. It's one of Ice Thunder's minions. Yeah, Ice Thunder, is that you? Is that you? If you got the level 100 Gigantamax Melmato after your last gym badge, you'd probably sweep to the end. Yes, definitely. Okay. Oh, Jinx, your cry is so... so Gen 1. Do I want to... I guess we don't really have anything that's good against this guy, do we? So I'm going to just go with a Dynamax. I'm sorry if there's someone who would be better at Dynamaxing than me. But let's see how it goes. But yeah, player number 1. Let us know who you are. Like and subscribe as well. Like and subscribe if you haven't liked it. We just did another Dynamax Adventures. We just did our 3rd one. You got to like and subscribe every time we win the Dynamax Adventures. I know, it's weird that Pikachu and Eevee, like, when they have their Gen 1 cries, because I'm so used to them having, like, their voices now. Okay. So, there is a slight... I'm not 100% telling the truth when I say I don't have a shiny Galarian Mr. Mime. I actually did have a shiny Galarian Mr. Mime, but I evolved it into a shiny Mr. Rhyme. So, ooh, X's are good moves, friends. Right, here, let's just check power. 100, 110. Okay, I'm going to go with the max strike then, because that's going to be more powerful. Okay, So I did have it's so weird, right? I like caught a Galarian Mr. Mime, and then I think I wanted to try and get one with like a better nature or something. Like I wanted to use one in my playthrough, but the one I caught had like a terrible nature. And I think like the ability was not good as well or something. So I was like, I'm gonna like breed a bunch of them, or maybe this was like to battle with like in the post game or something like that. I was like, oh, I want to trade one to, I want to train one up to battle with in like the battle tower and for raids, but like the one I had in my team like wasn't very good. So I was like, oh, I'll breed a new one. So I bred like several Galarian Mr. Mimes, and then just one of them happened to be shiny. And like when it hatched, it's not a very good shiny. It looks almost the same. And I was like, is that different? I think that's different. I think that's shiny. And so I then went into the menu, and like it was shiny, and I was like, wow! So that's how I have a shiny Galarian, that's how I had a shiny Galarian Mr. Mime, and how I now have a Mr. Rhyme that's shiny. But yeah. So this is good in terms of resistances. So like the Seeking could be a good switch out. But you know, it won't be very powerful against Mewtwo. But oh, no one's going for it. Okay, well, I guess I'll keep Jinx. That could have been a good support Pokemon though. I probably should have traded for that. Oh well. Okay, so there's Liepard. So we've got another Frostlass, but we've got Liepard. I know we've got. I know I'm weak against Liepard, but Liepard could be very good, and I don't have a shiny of it. I don't know what the other Pokemon are. We got a fighting type, the Charger Bug. Oh, and then there's like a Steel type. We'll figure that out in a second. That's okay, Skywatcher. No problemo. The thing is, one of us is going to be switching for this Liepard in a second, so you could always switch for the Liepard in a minute. We can check who has like rubbish health and stuff like that, and then kind of decide after this. So the Mr. Mime wouldn't have really been that good. It would have just been a good like support Pokemon. So right, who can Dynamax? It's not saying. It doesn't say on my screen. Right, I'm gonna just go for I'll go for a Draining Kiss because that's super effective. I keep forgetting I've got a Fairy move instead of a Psychic one. So don't worry, we've got this. We're gonna beat a Mewtwo with a Vanillish and a Lurantis and a Jinx. Okay, it's all gonna be good. Oh no, it's using Max Darkness. Oh, if he's using it on me, I'm screwed. And if it uses it on Vanillish, then it's still kind of screwed. Oh, the contrary Lurantis comes back into play. Excellent. Right. Kevin's being very bold and brash by using Blizzard. Okay. Bounce for the Seeking. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we'll get some paralysis. And then Lurantis can use X-Scissor. Number 1, well done. Number 1 is the MVP, even though we have no idea who you are. Maybe number 1 is our random friend who just happened to be typing in the same number at the same time somewhere in the world. Who knows? But I do apologize. If you are a person who is watching but you're not participating in chat and you join in, we will simultaneously be grateful for you, but whilst also making loads of jokes as to like who your identity might be, because that's what we do. We just kind of like will pretend that you are like some mythical being. So yeah. Why does this Liepard hate you? I don't know, for the same reason that first round of raids hated you, I guess? Like, I don't know. Kevin, are you a dog person? Is that why? Are you a dog person? And then, like, the cat hates you? Actually, okay, quick question for chat, and I don't mean this in a divisive way. Are you a dog person? Are you a cat person? Or are you, like, kind of both? I don't think there's really many people who like hate dogs or hate cats kind of thing. It's just there's kind of thing where I don't think anyone really actively dislikes either. It's just sort of one of those things where it's like, I like this other one more. I would get if you weren't really fussed about cats because you're like, they can be like, you know, they have like the stigma attached to them or whatever, so you might prefer the friendliness and loyalty of a dog. Zach says prefer cats, own both. Like shade to your dog. No, I'm kidding. Xander cat, Skywatcher cat person. Kevin, you are a dog person. That's why no. Like Kevin's like, I like cats too. Lipid doesn't care if you like cats too. If you're a dog person, Kevin. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, someone please, for the love of Nelly, switch. Okay, there we go. Switch for the Lipid because it will be good against Mewtwo. There we go. Yes, excellent. Okay, right, we've got to decide what we're going for here. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I forgot to... I forgot. Okay, we don't want... The Charger Bug's going to be easy to beat, so we could just do that for easiness. The Fighting type would be dangerous for Lipid. I also can't tell what it is. Still... Oh, that's like a Stunfisk. Okay, we don't really care about Stunfisk. Honestly, oh, it's Girder. I'm tempted to go for Charger Bug just for easiness, but we'll see what we've got. Yeah. Because this is, I mean, I suppose Charger Bug could be threatening to Lipid, but I think this is basically just, like, the most non-threatening and, like, easy, easy path. And I have shinies of all three of these things, so it's kind of like path of least resistance. That was a great Dynamax cry. Charger Bug, you sounded awesome. Ooh, I've got the Dynamax again. Although, what do I want to do? I am going to set up the Max Hailstorm. I'm sorry that this is going to chip away at our damage, but this will just do a lot. So, but Kevin, you prefer dogs only because you like a creature who just tells you what they're feeling. And then Hisaki says dogs are definitely straightforward about feelings. Well, no, that's true, and that's valid. So, that's the thing. This isn't a cats versus dogs. This is just, if you like dogs, why do you like them? If you like cats, why do you like them? I've kind of flip-flopped throughout my life, because I had a cat when I was a young kid, so I was a cat person, and I was afraid of dogs when I was very young. But then we got dogs, and so I was, like, not afraid anymore. Ooh, you go for the attack drop and got it. Excellent. But then we had dogs, so then I did become a dog person, and then when I became a dog person, like, cats just seemed, like, too small and too frail whilst I had dogs. I was like, they're so small, and, like, how do you touch them, kind of thing? How do you pet them? But then now I live with cats again, and so I think I am probably more of a cat person than a dog person. Here's the thing. If I had to own one of them, like, if it was like, bro, you must, like, take care of a cat or a dog, what would you choose? I would choose a cat, because dogs are more high maintenance, because of, like, you need to take them out for walks and everything, whereas with cats you can just kind of put the food down and they can hang out with you if they want to, and they don't have to if they don't want to, like, whereas with dogs are more, like, I don't want to say high maintenance sort of thing, because that sort of sounds like a negative thing, but with a dog, like, you do, it is sort of like more of a commitment. You do have to put more energy into taking care of a dog, and I think I do like that with a cat you can switch off your brain a bit, whereas with a dog you have to kind of be on it a bit more. But cats also tell you how they feel. A lot of people are just map human or dog behavior meanings onto them, and the message gets mixed up. That's very insightful, Nate. Okay, I agree. I think dogs are more. That's it. Basically, dogs are more. I think dogs are more, like, straightforward with their feelings. But that's the thing with cats. It's like, as long as you, like, can read them, it's fine. Like, I feel like I'm quite in tune with the cats I live with in this house. Like, I know which ones like to be pet in which ways, and which ones prefer being picked up, and their eating habits, and, all this kind of stuff. Like, I kind of know what they like and what they don't like. That is a terrible Charger Bug. No one switch for that, not even as a joke. If it had a bug move, if it had, like, Bug Bite or something, I'd be like, yeah, go for it. But that is a terrible Charger Bug. That is purely easy path to the Mewtwo fodder only. Right, here we go. We're charging through now to the Psychic Mewtwo. Okay. Jelly Ducky, you don't really know how to pet a dog, not gonna lie. Your friend's dog, a Great Dane, always lies against you, completely crushes you whenever you're at her house, and you don't know how to pet her often. That's really funny. But no, that's the thing, it's interesting, because now, when I said earlier, like, when I had dogs and then cats just seem so small and frail, now I'm going to try and freeze it and hope, I could try and Lovely Kiss it. Shall I try and Lovely Kiss it? I'm going to try and Lovely Kiss it. I'm going to Lovely Kiss it. Hopefully none of you guys are trying to stasis it. I'm going to try and Lovely Kiss it. I feel like that's the best thing I have to offer you guys. A 3 in 4 chance of, ooh. Oh, but I'm resistant to it. No, Lurantis, don't die. No, no. No, number one. Number one, no. Oh no, and we got a freeze on Lipard. Oh no, this is the terrible start. If my lovely kiss misses, this is the worst start. Okay, we thawed out. Okay, this is good. Okay, it's using Torment. Oh, I think Torment. I don't think Torment works on Dynamax Pokemon. I don't think. I'm not sure. Unless Mewtwo has a weird ability or something's going on. That was a nice idea. Unfortunate that didn't work. Right, I'm gonna Ice Beam, and then if it wakes up, we'll freeze it, and we'll see how this goes. Kiss the freaky alien cat, Zada says. Oh, and the chib feebly echoed as well. Oh, number one. Ah, number one. There's probably some joke in there about, like, echoed feebling and number one and toilets and bathrooms being echoey, but I don't know. Modern dogs have eyebrows while wild canines don't because humans bred them to be more expressive. Oh, that's really interesting, Naomi. Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, there's definitely, like, probably a thing where, like, generations and generations of, like, selective breeding have very much influenced kind of what dogs and cats are like, kind of thing, and kind of how they are. So yeah. Cappy, you got a pizza and slush back. Awesome. So Hasaki, never seen such a bad moveset. I know. I know instantly that you're talking about the charger bug, because yeah, that was horrendous. Okay. Okay. Whoa, we have loads of people watching right now. I didn't realize we had loads of people watching right now. That's very cool. I'm very happy with that. No, wait, I missed Vanillish dying. No. Oh no, it's getting too. Oh no, the thing. It's getting too strong. No. See, this is why I want more modules on my YouTube, so I can see. There we go. If I do that, maybe I can see. There we go. Max Flutterby, number one. You're gonna save us. Yes! And hey, we got the freeze off. That was cool. I don't think I got to say that yet. Okay. Mewtwo's getting desperate. Oh, no. We don't want Mewtwo getting desperate. We don't want it, like, getting rid of the status or anything. Okay, Ice Beam. More like an Ice Beam. Right, hopefully we get a good cheer here. A good cheer, a good assurance, a good Max Flutterby. Come on. Dynamax energy. Okay. Oh, we're healing. Yes. Yes. Yes, you did it, Kevin. Oh, no, we got rid of the freeze. Freeze innate. No. I was using recover. No. Don't heal. How much is it going to heal? Ooh, that was quite a lot. Okay, assurance. Good. Okay, well, that kind of cancelled out the recover at least. Ice Beam, more like an Ice Beam. Freeze it, 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 freeze it. Ah! Max Flutterby. That will lower the special attack though, so that's good. Okay. Okay, good. Chat, I forgot to say, I completely forgot. Whenever we win a Dynamax Adventures, in addition to liking and subscribing, you have to put sparkles in the chat, okay? Once we win. Not now, but once we win, okay? Once we win, you have to put sparkles in the chat. Okay, it's using Max Hailstorm. Don't use it on Lurantis. Okay, it's using it on Lurantis. Oh, no! 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 That's our last KO, isn't it? No, it survived! What? It hung in there, Lurantis. Number one, you did it! Number one, you are number one! You are number one for real, yes! What? What an ending! Okay, chat, put those sparkles in chat and like and subscribe as well. What the heck? That was amazing! That was incredible! Oh my gosh! Ah! What an ending! What an end! That was too much clutch for comfort. I know, right? Right, sparkles in the chat. Get ready to double check, okay? Everyone double check. Let me know if you get a shiny. If you don't have the shiny charm, you got like a 1 in 300 chance for every Pokemon. If you do, then it's only 1 in 100. So, Stinson family on 1 HP. Stinson family, are you the fabled #1? Hi and welcome. Or did you chat earlier? I can't remember. I think I saw you earlier in chat, but I can't remember. Oh, there you are. You had to wait for 5 minutes because you're #1. Oh my gosh, I'm so... Stinson family, I'm so sorry I missed you. I missed that chat. It's like chat was already popping off around that time. I'm so sorry. That is a... does your name have anything to do with How I Met Your Mother? Because your name makes me think of Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. You are the fabled #1, Stinson family. Thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing as well. You have not shown up in the activity, which means that this flipping activity thing is not working. And it's like a waste of space. If it's not showing that you subscribed, it means that it's not working. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. So, no. Nothing. Okay, sorry. Because in How I Met Your Mother, there's a character called Barney Stinson. I'm sorry if you get asked that like all the time. If you're like, that's it, I'm unsubscribing. He's asking about How I Met Your Mother. I hear that all the time. I'm so sorry. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for joining in. Okay, let's check everything. Okay, so I don't think any of these are shiny. The Mr. Mime is the most likely to be, but I'm pretty sure that's not shiny. Because I'm pretty sure it's like a bit darker than this. So no sparkles there. Nothing for Lipard. I don't know what Lipard shiny looks like actually. Charger Bug, that has a really cool red shiny, but I do already have one. And then Mewtwo's not shiny either. The Charger Bug would be funny to pick just because of how terrible it is. But yeah. Right, I'm gonna get the Mr. Mime. Why not? Although, maybe I should get the... No, we'll get the Mr. Mime. It was either going to be Mr. Mime or Lipard, but I'll go with the Mr. Mime. I think Mr. Mime... Is Mr. Mime, like, exclusive to a version? No, I think it's in both. So, okay. But yeah, I'm sorry. Stinson family, I'm sorry if you get that joke all... like, How I Met Your Mother questions all the time. I do apologize. As someone whose name is mispronounced all the time, I do apologize. Well, my name rhymes with everything, so people will always ask, like, has anyone ever, like, Bilbo Baggins or whatever? And it's like, yes, I've heard Bilbo Baggins, like, I've heard it. So, Teresa, hi, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay, sparkles didn't work. Did anyone get shinies? Yeah, that did... Okay, this activity thing doesn't work. It's not showing up properly. Because it should have shown that Stinson family subscribed. So I do apologize as well, because some of the inflections I'm doing are a bit like Barney Stinson-ish kind of thing as well. And that's not on purpose. That's just kind of how I'm kind of doing it, because it's a bit like sort of like cliche YouTuber as well. But anyway, Stinson family, thank you so... Do you mind if I ask Stinson family, what has brought you here to this stream today? Do you know who I am? I don't mean that in a, I don't mean to sound that in a, like, an arrogant way, or I can't think of the word I'm thinking of here, a self-important way or anything like that. It's just, I'm a voice actor, I've been in a few things, so typically people are familiar with my voice acting work, and then they follow me because of voice acting. Are you just a Pokemon fan who is looking for Pokemon Sword and Shield stuff, and you saw that there was a guy online doing Dynamax Adventures who had like over 20 people watching him live, and you're like, oh, I'll check this person out. Let me know. I'm always interested in what brings new people here, but thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining in. You are like, although like I'm a Luigi #1, no, Stinson family is #1. So it's the 22 Nightbot minute game. Oh, Jill, you would get the nursery rhyme of Jack. Okay, so, this has now prompted the funny question, right? If you're willing to kind of, like, share your name or details from your personal life kind of thing, what, if your name is anything where people would kind of, like, say, oh, like so-and-so or whatever. So, like, I would get, like, Bilbo Baggins or, like, Bo Peep from Toy Story or, you know, whatever kind of thing, right? Like, people would kind of say these things. What are the things that people would, like, say for your name? So, like, for Kevin, are there any, like, famous Kevins that people would like always point out to you when you're growing up, or Jill got Jack and Jill when growing up. Like if you are willing, if you do share, like if you are willing to like share your real name, or you have your real name in your profile or whatever, and you have something that you get pointed out to. Oh, so Kevin got called the Home Alone kid all the time because he's a Kevin. Yeah, so exactly, that's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny. You know, it's funny but not funny. So luckily Zach isn't common enough, unless you're playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where every trainer is called Zach. That's your reference, Zach. Jill, you would get rhyming nicknames a lot. Not insulting, but like Hilly Jilly, Jill of all trades, Jilly Bean. Jilly Bean's there's something quite cute about Jilly Bean. Jelly Ducky, when you were 11, you were often called Evelyn 11. I don't know why that's funny, but that is quite funny. I don't know why that's quite, there's just something quite, Kevin, you'd also get called other people's names all the time for some reason. You got called Connor once, and even Tina. Sorry, Tina always makes me think of like Bob's Burgers, like Tina. But anyway, okay. If anyone would like to join in and hasn't already, or whatever, go on the Y, connect to the internet, and then go on Dynamax Adventures and talk to the lady. And then she's like, oh, I see you have notes. It's like, yes, we're fighting Mewtwo exclusively. Oh, Scarlet Shoot, your name's Larissa, not super common, so you never got called anything much. Interesting. I only know one other Larissa. See, if you were well into your 30s, maybe people could have like made a joke like Larissa Explains It All because of that show Clarissa Explains It All. I never really watched Clarissa Explains It All. I'm not sure if I was like of an age where I sort of would have been. I'm like young enough to have missed the Clarissa wave, but old enough to be on the Sabrina wave in terms of the Melissa Joan Hart universe of what, like, you know, television shows. So like Melissa Joan Hart, Sabrina the Teenage Witch I watched as a kid. But yeah, apart from Larissa, I only know one Larissa, Larissa Gallagher, voice actor. But yeah, Larissa Explains It All is like the only joke I could think of in regards to like attaching your name to like someone else's. Okay, link code. Zach, you loved Clarissa Explains It All. Nay ain't okay. You have learned that your chosen name will always get mispronounced as Nah on first try. I'm so sorry. I'm glad I'm not alone in that I'm not crazy, because I felt really bad when I like mispronounced your name the first time. But I think I remember at the time, I think chat did back me up on that one and be like, yeah, like I kind of thought it was like Nah instead of Nay. Okay. So let's go fly a kite. No, let's not fly a kite. Let's set up a thing. Okay, 0408 game, and then 1248. There we go. So 0408 1248. There we go. That's nice and easy to remember, isn't it? That is the code. And then I'll just wait a few seconds and then read it out loud again. 0408 1248 0408 1248. There we go. And I'm now going to invite people, and we'll invite people all over the world. So let's see. Jill, people would look at your name and read it too fast and straight up call you Jasmine or Julia. Okay, that's just weird. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. We got me, we got Jake, we got Jake and Jill went up the hill. I'm sorry. Jelly Ducky, your headphones just died, but you're still watching, just audio's not playing out loud, so you might mishear stuff. No worries, that's okay. Okay. Let's see. Kevin watched Sabrina Teenage Witch all the time. I always loved Salem the cat, and then Stinson family is joining us again. Forgive me if I do just shorten it to Stinson. You're like, no, I am the Stinson. I am the entire Stinson family. You shall address me as such. Let me know but if I just call you Stinson, let me know if that's okay or if that's like not cool, because I don't want to annoy anyone. Okay. We try to be respectful here at Bovio Games. Again, even when we make a game... Oh, whoa, there's like a Galvantula. Okay, so actually Galvantula would be good against Mewtwo. Dugtrio is resistant against Mewtwo and has the Sucker Punch. It was useful earlier. I'm going to go with Galvantula because I love Galvantula, and I have a shiny of it, so taking it out of the pool of Pokemon is not an issue here. I have shinies of everything on screen at the minute. I still have shinies of everything on screen at the minute. Glalie good for Crunch. Dugtrio's good because of resistances. And I have Shiny Tangler as well. That's not great for... Okay, these are some good choices. I think these are good choices. Xander, like, why are you calling me Eric of all... Oh, so hang on, there's 3 messages I'm missing. Hang on, I will read Xander's messages. Okay, so we've got Vikavolt. Oh, Golurk is a ghost type. I have shinies of both, but let's see what we've got. Psychic, we've got an Exeggutor and Stunfisk, and then on the left we've got... Is that like a Ninjask and a Ninjask and a Torkoal or something? I don't know. Actually, probably should have gone for the Vikavolt, but oh well. I think the Vikavolt path may have been the better one, but oh well. Hang on, Xander says, for some reason, I would sometimes get called completely other names in school. Like, why are you calling me Eric of all things? You'd say to your teacher. That's really funny and weird. There's... Nay ain't okay. Also, your Norwegian last name. I butchered the word Norwegian, let alone your Norwegian last name. Let's see. I'm not going to Dynamax because I am very useless here. So I'm just going to use a Bug Buzz, and I'll let someone else Dynamax in a minute. But yes, I do apologize for how useless I'm going to be in this fight. But whoa, hey, I'm not useless. I got a special defense drop. Okay. And then Stinson's going to be going with the Screech, helping us out. We're doing all the stat stuff. No, an Ice Fang missed. No, that's like a 1 in 20 chance. Oh, how have I been the one to have done the most damage on this turn? What? Okay, anyway. Okay, Golurk's using Safeguard. No worries. That's not a problem. Jake can Dynamax now. Jake from State Farm. Sorry, that's your name reference. So that must be the one that Jake gets all the time. Jake from State Farm. Let's see. Stinson. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I promise I won't make like a bajillion Barney Stinson references at you. I might for the audience occasionally. Like, are there any How I Met Your Mother fans here in the audience? I know that Alejandro really likes How I Met Your Mother. I remember I remember like a couple of times on social media I've seen he's watched it. Hasaki, you got that so much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We won't do Jake from State Farm. We won't do Jake from State Farm. I'm sorry. Okay. As I've said, do forgive me if like if throughout this whole streaming process that I'm, this whole streaming adventure I'm now going on, if I mix up, like if I kind of forget like whose real names are whose profile names versus whose Sword and Shield character names and stuff like that, it's all just, Like, I'll remember that, like, Xander's Gloria, just because there's something kind of funny about that kind of thing. Like, Xander just has, like, the default name or whatever. But, so it's like, okay, that's kind of easy to remember, because everyone has all these, like, super customized avatars, and then Xander's just like, yeah, I'm just, like, the Sword and Shield girl. Gloria. Yep. Like, I don't know. Like, that sticks in my head, but other stuff, is, yeah. But Jelly Ducky, you also have another nickname with someone mispronouncing your middle name as a joke since it's spelt like completely different from how it's pronounced. Oh, interesting. So that's an interesting thing. So I won't take the Golurk, but I definitely recommend it for anyone who... although it will be weak to the Blizzard. That's one thing to keep in mind. I'm going to keep Galvantula for now. But, okay, no Golurk. I probably should have switched to the Golurk, but oh well. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got Exeggutor on the left. I have a shiny of that. And we have Stunfisk on the right. I have a shiny of that. Depending on which way we go, let's see what other choices we have, okay? So there's another Stunfisk, and then Poison type. Is that like an Amoonguss or something? And then the Steel... Is that like a Delmise? I don't have shiny Delmise. Okay, I think we should be good against Exeggutor, so this should be fine. Poor unloved Golurk. I know, right? I am really annoyed. Hang on. I'm really annoyed that my activity isn't working. I've got a whole new activity thing set up. It looks all different. I thought it was going to work, and then it's not telling me actually. So if I've missed any Wonga or anything, I hope I haven't, but I do apologize. No, I would have a notification on my phone if I had Wonga, wouldn't I? Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. This is the one good thing about Exeggutor, that I'm ×4 super effective against it, so that's cool. Xander, you tend to stick with default names, so for example in Diamond and Pearl, you see Dawn. No, that's fair enough in all honesty. For me, I don't know about you guys. What about choosing character names in games? I have to be very careful about talking about video games right now, so I'll talk about this in a very generic way. I am going to Dynamax just more for survivability reasons. Here, like, just this might be the difference between me living and not. Tenchi's like, I would have took you, Golurk. But yeah. But no, I was going to say, what are your guys' philosophies regarding naming characters in games? And for me, I would say it depends on... There's a bit of a worse answer, I suppose, but like it depends on the game, because in a game like Earthbound, you can give the characters names, but I don't do that in Earthbound because it's like the character names are so iconic. You know, you've got Ness and Pauline and Jeff and Pooh, and so, like, those names, it's like, well, you got to keep those names. Those are the names, you know, of the characters. Like, I don't want to call like Ness Bo. Like, that's weird, man. Like but then there are some games where I used to kind of, I'm not going to switch for this. It's got good resistances, but it doesn't really have a whole lot to take on Mewtwo with. If we had something with like Sunny Day or Drought or something, but it's weak to Blizzard, so. Let's see what we've got. Okay, Dragon. Is that like Drudigan? I don't have shiny Drudigan. Or is that like Hydreigon or oh no, that might be Zvilas or something. And then I don't know what and then Steel's like the Delmise. There is a trainer here. Okay, the Steel is better resistant because of. Oh, maybe that was like a Zvilas. Oh, let me just check one thing, actually, on my phone. Oh, it's Lairon, a little Lairon, okay. I did not get a good enough look at you, little Lairon. Yeah, no, that isn't working. Okay, I'll figure that out another time. I'm actually going to go with an Electro Ball, because I think I'm going to be way faster than this. I would normally go for Thunder, because it's got the Compound Eyes ability, but I think this will be fine. But, like, so, in a game like Pokemon, I will always name the character myself. In a game like Earthbound, I would kind of go with, like, the character's traditional name. There are some games where a character did kind of have a name, but I would always kind of call the... If it was like a name for your save file kind of thing. So the other thing, if it's like, oh, what do you want to call your save file? Then I would kind of like do my name for the save file. But if it's kind of like, oh, what, like if there's like a character and it's like, oh, what do you want to name this character? I'll generally name that character myself. But yeah. So, okay. Let's see, hang on, I just missed some chat there. So, names, okay. When you were younger, you would always just use your name, which would make it a bit hard to play old Pokemon save files sometimes. The player character, you name them after yourself. The more generic the player character is... Oh, dang it. The more generic the player character is, the more I would call it myself. The more iconic the name of the character, the less likely I would be to call it myself. It's the general kind of rules. So, some games, Hasaki, some games you like keeping the original names because you already like them. Right, exactly. Like, I like Ness and you know, Ness and Pauline and stuff like that, like I wouldn't really have anything better to name them, you know. So yeah. Whoa, nice work. Okay, so this Lairon will be good in terms of resistances, like resisting Mewtwo's attacks. I don't know how good it'll be offensively, but if you have something which isn't a very, you know, very good defensively against Mewtwo, keep this switch in mind. Zach, always nickname either Fishy or some of the few you have things, but if it's a first playthrough, you tend to keep the original. No, that makes sense. I like that. So in Pokemon games, oh, hang on, wait, in Pokemon games, you name yourself Amber after one of your original characters. For other games, it depends, but unless there is a canon name or character limit, you usually go with your actual name, Larissa. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna stay without this. I'm interested in... What does the Cramorant have? Because I'm interested in the sticking with Cramorant. I don't have a shiny Lairon, so that's actually a perfectly good choice. If this is a backpacker who's like... Oh, this is an item backpacker. Excellent. Well, I think that the backpacker always gives you items, but this is good. I might go with a Bright Powder, honestly. Although I could go for Life Orb for like extra damage. No, I'm gonna go for Bright Powder because if it has Blizzard, I'm more likely to miss Blizzard this way. So yeah, because it's Blizzard and Psychic we need to be. A Kramin rant. Shout out to Kramin. Yes. Nay ain't okay. It does depend on... Oh, hang on. It does depend on whether you're controlling a character meant to represent you, the player, versus a character that's kind of implied to be in their own universe. Exactly. Right. Yeah, no, that's... I think we've kind of collectively gathered a sort of general collective consensus of, like, how this kind of works. But it's just so weird. Like, a game like Earthbound, it's so weird that you can name the character... That seems like such a weird one to, like, name the character, because, like, the names are so iconic. And, like, well-known and recognizable, you know. Right, let's just see... Okay. Okay, I will definitely be changing my OBS before the next stream. Right, we can't get too presumptuous, but we can't get too ahead of ourselves here. Oh, jeez, Louise, that did a lot of damage. Well, that was a Blizzard that did a lot of damage, and I have a Bright Powder. I'm annoyed at that. Number one is using Screech. Thank you, Stinson. Okay, now set up the max darkness excellently. And then this will lower special defense, which will then make my next Buzz even better. Bug Buzz even better. Yes. Skywatcher, you've been replaying Celeste recently, and you can't imagine the main character with a name that isn't a name. Oh, interesting. Okay, Sucker Punch, that's good. And then, no, he's using Max Mindstorm. Don't use it against me. Dang it. Bright Powder, why aren't you working? Oh, it has Throat Chop. Okay, that's interesting. It's a shame that Mewtwo doesn't have any sound-based moves that you could really, like, utilize that with, but... Okay, Gladee's going with another Max Darkness. Okay, come on. We're getting so close. Don't get aggressive, Mewtwo. Don't get aggressive. Ah! Ah! That was very powerful. It's getting too strong to withstand. Okay, I'm going to cheer on. Hopefully, you guys are faster and can get that final hit in. Stinson. That was legendary. Sorry, that was a Barney Stinson reference. I'm sorry. Couldn't help it. Oh, and mine was feeble. Of course it was feeble. No! Ooh, Kramin Rant. Hang on. Max Darkness. This should do it, though. Yes! Excellent. Although bloomin' close. I don't mean that like for you guys. I don't mean like, well done, team. Like, way to keep it close, team. Like, no, just that was scary. Not as close as that other one, but oh my gosh. Yeah, well done for using amnesia. Oh boy. Wow. Okay, chat. Sparkles in the chat. Put sparkles in the chat. Sparkles in the chat. Quickly, put sparkles in the chat. Sparkles in the chat. Sparkles in the chat. We beat Mewtwo. So sparkles in the chat. Put sparkles and stars, emotes, and emojis in the chat. My brain's going faster than my mouth. Okay. Right. So we got to do the double check. The famed double check. Okay. So we got Golurk. That's not shiny. Two of these are things I do need shinies for. So Exeggutor, not shiny. This is check number 1, okay? Lairon, not shiny. Mewtwo, not shiny. Shame. Okay, but now we do the double check. We do the famed double check, okay? So we've got the logo, no sparkles. The Exeggutor, no sparkles. And the Lairon, no sparkles. And the Mewtwo, no sparkles either. Let's just check the abilities and stuff. I'm going to go with the Lairon, because I think that's part of the DLC. I'm going to generally pick things from the DLC, or things that were like MVPs for us, or whatever, but... Right. Jelly Ducky, you remember a game where they gave you an option to name the protagonist, but then when you play, they literally will just like give you a name and everyone calls you that name. So right, so it'd be like if you had a name, but then everyone like just calls you Buddy, like, oh hey Buddy, oh my buddy over here was saying that we need to go to the next dungeon, right? Like that kind of a thing. Oh my gosh. Yes, I want to know where Mewtwo is. We always want to know where Mewtwo is. Okay, so what time is it? It's 1:07. Okay, so we're going for 2 hours. We can keep going. It's a weekend stream, so we go longer on the weekends here at Bovio Games. So is there anyone who hasn't played for a while who wants to play, or anyone new who wants to play? Because there are some people who we haven't had for a while, and I just want to make sure we're not having like people, because like, I think didn't Xander miss out last time or something, and like Xander, I feel like Xander hasn't played for, oh no wait, Xander can't play because Xander's just listening today. So, but you know what I mean, like I think there might be people who, if there are people who haven't played for a while, who want to, like Jill, you're on standby. I just want to make sure that people aren't, say if like, you know, if there is anyone who's on a slight delay and they're typing in the code, but then they're always like the 5th person to join or whatever, I just want to make sure that everyone is getting a turn and getting to play, and that it's not just like a race to be first. Whilst I just check, whilst like chat does just let me know who's around and who's not, I'll finally finish this story that I didn't say at all, even though I keep... Well, no, I kind of said about it a bit, but earlier I said about how I looked through all the Dynamax Pokemon, Dynamax Adventures Pokemon, that are available as rentals and that you battle against, and I looked at kind of like which regions am I missing from, right? And so I said like, oh, and I'll actually just get my spreadsheet where I like made note of these so I can get them, right? So it's like, Kanto had 8 Pokemon due to like the regional variants and some stuff not being available in Pokemon Go. Like Kangaskhan is a hard shiny for me to get because I don't live in Japan, so I've never got one from Pokemon Go. But like, so Johto, I only had 1 Pokemon, which was Miltank, right? I'll begin kind of setting this up. I think you guys know how to do this by now, but if anyone doesn't, we'll get into it next time. Mewtwo, there we go. Hoenn, 7 Pokemon, so that's quite a few. There's like Lairon and Aggron, for example, so like that kind of counts, you know. Or like the Lairon doubles up or whatever, I don't know. But, you know, there are a few Hoenn Pokemon. Sinnoh, only 1. Cherim, because it's a tree Pokemon. You can only get it from trees in Arceus, so that's like way harder to get a shiny. Because that is like a one-at-a-time approach. Unova, I'll get back to in a second. But like Carlos, only 3 from Carlos. I'm missing quite a few Carlos ones, but only 3 of them are actually available in this game. Alola, I am missing quite a few Alolan ones, but there's only 1 Pokemon from Alola that's available in the Dynamax Adventures that I need in this. I think it's Pukumuku. And then Galar, I need like 8 Pokemon because this game wasn't the best for shiny hunting outside of this mode. But here's the funny thing though. So Unova, so I've said, the most I've said is 8. The least I've said is 1. For Unova, there are 20 Unovan Pokemon that are available in this mode that I don't have a shiny. So for whatever reason, Unova is the one where I am like really lacking. So generally, if we see a choice between 2 Pokemon and you don't get to hear which one I say, if one of them is from Unova, there's a good chance that I don't have it. It's like Stunfisk is like the only one I have, and like that's it. Okay, let's get another code going. Hang on, 0408, and then 0111. There we go. There we go. So 0408 0111. Invite others. Let's go. So Cappy, you're back. Well, you're welcome to join us if you're able to, but no worries if you can't. But Jelly Ducky, you're just here to watch and be in chat. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Any support you can give me is just hugely super duper mega appreciated. I really appreciate it and I'm thankful. So chat, I was gonna say as well. I've got to say as well. So because that's the thing. Because I'm on strike, I'm going to be streaming way more. So I've done like 2 streams in 3 days. Whoa, Maverick. So, oh, and we got Amber. Okay, excellent. So there we go. And we'll start exploring. So, yeah, okay. Oh, I got to pick something. Right, Vikavolt. I'm going to go Vikavolt just by virtue of having the super effective move and keeping Mewtwo in mind, like it's got Psychic and Blizzard. The Jigglypuff could be a good support Pokemon, I guess, but yeah, these are terrible choices. The Colossal could be interesting because it resists the Blizzard, I guess. Oh, Doublade is good because it's super effective, because it's like resistant and it doesn't have a Ghost move. But Doublade is one I need a shiny of. It's one of the Carlos ones I do need a shiny of, but so if no one picks it, it could appear in as an opponent. But Linoon I do have a shiny of. Colossal I do have a shiny of. So these are some good. Okay, these are some interesting picks. Okay, so there's a Grovyle on the left. I do have a shiny of Grovyle. What is the Steel? Oh, okay, I don't have a shiny Clang, and Clang is resistant to Mewtwo. I think that's going to be the better thing to go for. And then we have lots of interesting choices. I think that's like a Jellicent on the left there, on sort of thing. So I think this Steel Clang, Clink Clang or Clang or whatever, I think this is going to be the way to go. You pick Grovyle. Okay, interesting. I mean, Grovyle will be easier to beat, at least. So that is something. Okay, right, Vikavolt. I choose you. No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. It's okay. It's fine. I actually did get a shiny Clink in Pokemon Go the other day. It's just I need 3 of them, so I still need like Clang and Clink Clang. Right, I'm going to max Flutterby. We're going to lower special attack, and hopefully this goes well. So. But yeah, Unova though. There are 20 Pokemon from Unova that are available in this thing. My theory as to why that's the case is, so the older a Pokemon is, the more likely you are to have encountered it as a shiny just through like you know, that Pokemon repeatedly popping up in various games. And it will have been in Pokemon Go for longer, right? So, like, a Pokemon that's, like, from Kanto or Johto has been around for, like, 5 or 6 or 7 years or, you know, whatever kind of thing. Whereas, like, something from, like, Alola has only been around for, like, 2 years, right? Whoa, look at that Max Flutterby. That was powerful. And Colossal's going to finish off with the Flamethrower. That was nice and easy. Easy peasy. Excellent. Love it. Love to see it. Okay. So, my theory with Unova is that just sort of generally / overall, that basically, my theory is that it's like, it's an old enough game that, like, shiny hunting was terrible back in the past, but it's new enough that it hasn't really gotten to, like, reappear very much, kind of thing, is like, my theory. So let's see. I'm not going to personally pick the Grovyle, because, again, I like that Bug Buzz, and Mud Slap could be very useful as well, in all honesty. So I'm good without it. I think maybe that's just more easy defeat fodder than anything. Jellicent is a ghost type, so keep that. That's a very good choice. And I don't have a shiny of it. These are the only 2 choices. And there's a backpacker here as well. I don't even know what that grass type is. I can't even see through the fog. So I'm leaning towards Jellicent. Plus we do have... Okay, we're going for Jellicent. I think, is that like a Whimsicott? Oh, or like Eldegoss. I think it might be Eldegoss. So I don't have shiny Eldegoss in fairness, but I don't think it would be very useful against the Mewtwo. I'm going to go with Wise Glasses to boost the power of my attacks, I think. I could go for Quick Claw because I am very slow, but I'm going to go for power over a chance at speed. Yeah, no, Tenchi, I think you're right on the first go. I think it's Eldegoss. I think Whimsicott would be like a bit more round. I think it wasn't quite round enough to be a Whimsicott. As a kid, you found a glitched shiny Pokemon in Ruby and Sapphire. Oh, interesting. Oh, and it's a female Jellicent. Okay, Cerebi had a male one in their picture, but I guess it's random. I wondered if it was like always programmed to be male, but it's a female. Okay, ow. I said like, oh, I'm gonna pick the Wise Lens because of boosting my special, but I have Spark instead of like Thunderbolt or something. I hope we do get a good Unova remake as well. The only thing I do hope for is, I hope they do it justice with, like, real... Because the thing about Black and White is Black and White were desperately trying to be 3D games on a console that couldn't really do 3D. And I don't know why they didn't just, like, wait the year or two to put it on the 3DS, personally. Because the 3DS did come out, like, a year after Black and White. I don't know why they didn't, like, wait a year and, like, really utilize the 3D, but oh well. I hope they do. I hope they kind of, in essence, kind of make a bit of a new game that kind of combines Black and White and Black and White 2. I think that would be the smart way to go about it. Like, kind of put both games into one experience. Would be the way that I'd think about go about it. Like, have, like, say, the Black and White game, and then have, like, a post-story that's, like, Black and White 2, or something like that, essentially. I don't know, you know. Like, beat the game, and then you have to go through the game and beat, like, 10 gyms, or something, beating the new gym leaders and the old ones again, or something, I don't know. But yeah, have Black and White 2 kind of be the post-game. That's what I would love to see. And yeah, and then like have like have PokeStar Studios in it, like right from the get-go, all that kind of stuff. That's what I think they should do. But like, please make it 3D. Please don't do the like brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl thing of like, oh, it's restricted to tiles and it's like top down. It's like no. Black and White were like so desperately trying to be 3D that they just couldn't because like the Nintendo DS is like an old bit of hardware. Let's be up, Mrs. Pringle. Kevin says. AKA Mrs. Chris Pratt, based on that advert. If you don't know the one I mean, there's like a Pringles advert with Chris Pratt where it insinuates that he looks like the Pringles man. It's quite funny. Let's see. Okay, I haven't missed out on any chat. Can I get rid of... Oh, okay. I get a chance to Dynamax. Okay. Well, I will utilize that and max lightning. Okay. So there's like a weird thing in my chat today where it like points out that like only subscribers can chat, and it's like, I know that's the setting I've got, but it's like basically taking up like 1 or 2 spaces where I could see if people were talking or not. So it's just really annoying. Okay. Anyway, Bark. Let's see how this goes. Right, Vikavolt or Vikavolt. I don't know if it's Vikavolt or Vikavolt. There's probably some really obvious answer to that, but anyway. Let's see. Unova definitely one of your favorite regions. Black and White and Black and White 2 were great games. They were. They really were. That's the thing. Like, utilize 3D graphics for like excellent PokerStar Studios stuff. That's the thing. I think they really could like mishmash and like hybridize the games, and I think that would be, you know, I think that would be the way to go. The music was a bot. I mean a bot. That's funny. A continuation could be interesting for sure. But that's the thing. I was so annoyed with people, and they were usually Nintendo fans rather than like Pokemon fans, when they would say, oh, I hope instead of a Black and White remake or like a hybridization of the 2 games, we get like a Legends Arceus game for Black and White. And it's like, no, because like Black and White were trying so desperately to be 3D games, and like they deserve to be made in 3D. Like, we deserve to have like a 3D but like traditional Black and White Unova experience. We deserve that. Oh, dang it, for the love of Nelly. I bet if I had a Quick Claw, we would have won the battle. I apologize. I'm sorry. Vikavolt's so slow. But yeah, like a Black and White definitive edition. Exactly. Like, we deserve that. Like, of all the games to be remade, honestly, like, Black and White deserve to be remade more than like Ruby and Sapphire and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl did. Ruby and Sapphire did have like the special split, physical special split come after it, and stuff like that. So, you know, that's like, you know, that's kind of like fair enough or whatever. But like, you could still connect a Ruby and Sapphire to a sort of modern game, and it would be fine. I'm not personally gonna take the Jellicent, but it is a good Pokemon if you have something that's kind of more neutral. Like, it's probably better than a Jigglypuff. It's like way bulkier than Jigglypuff, so I would take it if I were you, Tenchi, but we'll see what you do. Hey, Tenchi took it. Okay, excellent. Good choice, good choice. It's the Nightbot 22-minute game. Okay, so we're at another 22 minutes past. Let's see. Okay, Fairy, that's a Clefairy! Fairy! And then we've got a Vespiquen. We're probably quite super effective against the Vespiquen, and it could be good against the Mewtwo. I can't tell what the ice type is. Is it like a Delibird, or is it a... No, or is it a... is that an Abomasnow or something? I can't even tell. It's too... Oh, it's Piloswine. Okay, I have shiny Piloswine. This is fine. I have shinies of all these things. Let's see what we got. I tell you what, I am actually going to switch to the... No, I'll keep the Wise Glasses. I was going to switch to the Quick Claw, but the Wise Glasses will be good for Mewtwo, so we'll stay. Okay. N was an awesome character, and Black and White did have the best story, I think. I know people really like the story in Scarlet and Violet, and I do really like the story in Scarlet and Violet. However, my issue with the story in Scarlet and Violet is the very top-heavy way that it's told. So you have the 3 different paths. You have, like, the gym challenge, right? So you have, like, the Elite Four, or the Victory Road challenge, whatever it's called. You have the Titan challenge. I forget what all these like particular paths are called or whatever. The Titan path, though, whatever it is. And then you have the Team Star path, right? Again, I forget what they're all called, but you know the 3 things I mean. the Team Star, the Titan Pokemon, and there's gym battles and stuff. Gym battles in Elite Four. In terms of Scarlet and Violet, the story actually only really has anything to do. In terms of like the final ending of the story, it only really has stuff to do with like the Titan path, with perhaps a little bit of the Team Star stuff sprinkled in there. The gym leader thing, it doesn't affect anything. The only reason the gym leader thing is there is it explains why like Nemona's there at the end. Like that's kind of it. So Icy Wind, excellent. This is good. Good synchronicity, team. Good sync. Although it's funny, we have Drought, but we have an Altaria, which has, I think, Cloud 9. So literally the sun is up, but it's also making no difference whatsoever. Yeah, the Cassiopeia thing wasn't the most subtle thing. Yeah, that wasn't the most, that wasn't the most, that was like fairly easy to figure out. Still a nice little story, but yeah, that wasn't really much of a secret. Honestly, the sort of like the fake out of Cassiopeia was more interesting than the actual reveal. So Spike Bebop, is voice acting a full-time or part-time job for you? It's a full-time job for me. It is my job. It's how I make my money. I mean, I make like sort of money from the sort of public appearance side of voice acting and from like streaming. But voice acting is like the way I make my money. Which is why the video game strike is kind of terrifying, because video game voiceover work is how I've made like all my money for the past 8 months, and now I don't have that, and this strike could go on for a very long time. So again, for those of you who do like to donate to streamers and stuff, you do like to support the artists, if you do have the financial means to do so, if you are a person who does all that kind of stuff, super chats, Wonga, getting an autograph, all that kind of stuff is super duper appreciated right now, and I hugely appreciate it. But no pressure, no worries if you can't. Just joining in, clicking like and subscribe, chatting, just doing stuff to boost the algorithm, getting friends to subscribe and watch. All that stuff is like really super duper helpful and greatly appreciated right now. Sorry, I'm holding Kevin up from being able to get his Vespiquen. Okay. I'm sorry, Jelly Ducky. I think I have a thing where like they're set for like every half an hour. So if they're more frequent than that, I do apologize, but I don't know. Because the fake out, I was like, what? That wasn't what I was thinking at all. And then it's like, actually no, it is the thing you were thinking. It's like, oh okay. For the Cassiopeia thing. But yeah, no. So but no story. So but the Scarlet and Violet. The story was kind of... The other thing as well is the story all just kind of like happened at the end kind of thing. So it was like a load of stuff. So you kind of set up for it a bit with the Titan story, but then the story kind of all happened at the end. Like you weren't really sort of like super duper building up to the ending or like going into Area Zero. It's not like at the beginning of the game you're like, oh, we're going to all try and go to Area Zero, and then at the end you go to Area Zero. It's kind of like you do a bunch of stuff, and then it's like, okay, you have to go into Area Zero now. Like, it would have been nice if there was a bit more of a teasing, a bit more of a mystery about Area Zero. Area Zero was a bit of like a throwaway place in terms of it being mentioned. I probably should have used a Mud Slap, but I'm going to just go with the Bug Buzzes and hope that they work. So that is my one critique of the Scarlet and Violet story, just that it's like so kind of like loaded at the end sort of thing, and it's a bit more. But the same thing is kind of true for Sword and Shield. I do think Sword and Shield sprinkles a lot of stuff throughout really well, and I get annoyed when people say that Sword and Shield doesn't have a good story, because I can only assume that they're like not paying attention. Often I feel like it's because they're not paying attention. If you did and you still don't like it, cool, that's fine. But like, but yeah. Don't hit me, and don't hit Jellicent. Just don't KO anyone. Okay, there we go. Right, okay. Icy Wind. Good, we're slowing down the speed. Let's go Bug Mewtwo again. Very nice, Kevin. So, yeah. Okay. Right, G-Max Volcalith! Now, does this set up, like, Stealth Rock? Because if it does, that's not entirely very helpful. But if it does a thing where it chips away at the enemy every turn, then that's pretty cool. Yes, okay, it does do that latter thing. Yes, excellent, brilliant. Okay, good job Gigantamaxing there. Sorry, I'm also trying to, like, hold back a hiccup or something there. Oh, gosh, we are all... If this thing uses, like, a blizzard, we could be screwed. We could be, like, really screwed if this thing uses a blizzard. But we have slowed it down with icy winds, hopefully. Although I can't remember if it, like, reset all the stats and everything either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's resetting stats. The thing that I worried about. No! 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 Jellicent. Jellicent. It's getting too strong to withstand. Bug Buzz, go! Yes! Another clutch win. I'll take it. I will take it. Sparkles in chat, everyone. Put the sparkles in the chat now. Sparkles! Sparkles in the chat. Put those sparkles in the chat whilst I catch this big boy. And then we'll see what happens. Right, Pokeball, go! Okay, let's see how this goes. Ah, there we go. Oh, lots of sparkles in the chat. Very good. Excellent work, team. Yeah, sparkles and stars. Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed for a shiny. I really should have kept track of... Okay, ooh, okay. For a second, I thought the Grovyle was shiny. Oh my gosh! We got it! Yes! Yes! It's shiny! We got shiny Mewtwo! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! We got the shiny... I'm gonna tell Kira, hang on. I just got shiny Mewtwo! In Pokémon Sword and Shield. Yes! Dynamax Adventures works! It actually works! Yes! Sorry, I'm like taking like a bajillion screenshots. This isn't real. Yes, of course I want to select it. You sure you want to take Mewtwo with you? Yes! Of course I do. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! It's beautiful! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, if that's not worth a like, a subscribe, and a super chat and some Wonga or something. Oh my gosh, please. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Well done on defeating a tough pro. Hopefully see you again soon. Yes! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Man, we got that clutch victory. Oh my gosh, we got that clutch victory. Clutch victory. Clutch victory indeed. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow. Sorry, I'm saving 50 bajillion times. What? Dynamax shiny hunting works? What? It works! It actually works! Why didn't I do this on Sword? No, I'm kidding. No, in Sword, I had terrible luck with shinies. I played this mode so much, and it took forever to get a shiny. I'm not even joking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's incredible. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry if I freaked anyone out there, because I was just prepared to be like, not shiny, not shiny, not shiny, not shiny. Wow! Wow! Was that like our 5th or 6th Dynamax today? Again, I really should be keeping track of how many we've done, and I will go back after this and check. What the heck? Chat, that's incredible! I'll catch up on chat in a sec. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm just gonna very quickly, I mean, hang on. 99 divided by 100. No. 99 divided by 100 to the power of... So hang on, we did like 5 Dynamaxes on Friday. And then have we done... I wanna say we've done something like 6 this time? Yeah, Skywatcher said 6 as well. I think we've done 6. So that's like 11. So the chances of me having Mewtwo at this point is only about 10%. So that's wild. That is absolutely wild. What? Wow. And then just the general chance. I mean, the chances of me having a shiny by now, you know, if we say we've done, like if we say something like I've done, so if we do say I've done 11, like 6 today, 5 on Friday, that's like to the power of 44. The chances of me having a shiny by this point are a bit better than 1 in 3, about 36% or so. So the chances of me getting a shiny by this point are kind of likely, you know. But wow, but the actual legendary to be shiny, that is... Sorry, we're going back to Barney Stinson, but legendary. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is astonishing. I can't get my head around that. Like, I mean, I'd say, like, let's end the stream there, but let's keep going. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do, okay? So because we've beaten Mewtwo, we now have an empty slot in our... Because you can save up to 3 Pokemon, right? So we have an empty slot now. So we can now fight a random Pokemon. So let's fight a random Pokemon. Should we do that? Should we see if we can... Let's see if we can get any more shinies. Now, I am probably more statistically likely to get shinies than a lot of you guys, because it sounds like I have the shiny odds, and a lot of you guys don't have the shiny... Sorry, I have the shiny charm, and a lot of you guys might not. But yeah. So, hang on, I'm going to go back and check chat now. Thank you for all the sparkles. They absolutely worked. We needed to be doing that earlier. So no shiny for Kevin, no shiny for Skywatcher, but then Hasaki's like, yippee, and then Oswin's, the sparkles worked. Congrats, oh wow, a shiny Mewtwo, oh my goodness, sparkles, awesome, OMG, woo, hello? I like that one, hello? Congratulations, so happy you got it, oh my god, yo! Not to be confused with you! Cappy's like, whoa, finally. Kevin, happy to help on the capture, yeah, thank you. That was very... Yeah, no, that was very fast. That was, wow. That was just... I'm sorry if I freaked anyone out. Wow. Hang on. Where's the... Hang on, I liked Kevin's, like, here, I painted myself green. Leave me alone. Wow. Hang on, let's see. Oh, Tenchi, you have the shiny charm as well. Okay, so no, so anytime Tenchi's joined in, we're more likely to get the shiny. Kevin, you gotta go. Well, thank you for helping me, Kevin. Thank you for joining in. Kevin, I'll be probably back tomorrow. Okay, 4 p.m. tomorrow. So I should have said that earlier. I'm thinking 4 p.m. tomorrow because I'm thinking generally 4 Dynamax Adventures is about 2 hours. So if I do 4 Dynamax Adventures at 4 p.m. Western time. So like LA time, West Coast time. That might be a good thing to get into. And then there might be some days where I don't do it, like maybe Wednesdays because I do the Pokemon Go... Oh, no, Wednesdays I can't because of Pokemon Go Raid Hour. So maybe Wednesdays I won't. But maybe like, you know... But, yeah, well, you know. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I'll be back like tomorrow. Right, anyway, let's get back into another Dynamax Adventures. So, I mean, I could, in theory, in-game theory, hunt for the Zapdos, but we're going to go with anything is fine. We're going to see what we're going to see, because I'd rather not hunt for Zapdos, if we can help it, because it's just not a very good shiny. And also because it is coming in Pokemon Go in a few weeks, so I might be able to, like, remove it from my roster. Like, Moltres is... one of the shinies that's coming up. So let's say anything is fine. Anything goes. And see how this goes. All right. Oh my gosh. Wow. Just wow. So I'm just, oh, I'm so happy. Right, link code. That's why we do this mode, baby. Like, keep striking Sag. Like, keep striking, and I'm just gonna keep striking Sag, and I'm gonna keep getting shiny. So that makes it sound like Sag are the antagonist. They're not. Sag are the good guys. Are on the good guys' side. Like, you can keep. Sorry, what the way I should rephrase that is like to make sure it's like more kind of like antagonistic or whatever. Well, not antagonistic, but just like greedy game company executives. You can keep trying to get AI in your games all you like, and I'm just gonna stay here getting shinies. There we go. That's what I mean. So not sort of like, so if we keep striking, I'm gonna keep getting shinies. So okay. Oh my gosh. Right. Tom Asher, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. Okay, so let's do another one. So 0408 and then 1340. There we go. There we go. My name is Bo. I don't know who's around. Kevin's gone now. So let's just invite people, see who joins in, and then if people miss out and stuff like that, we'll kind of go from there. But guys, would come if I came back tomorrow at Monday, 5th of August, 4 p.m. LA time, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern. Would you guys be down for that? Would you guys be up for that, to keep hunting? We got one. I needed 25 legendary shinies. One down, 24 to go, baby. Yeah. Right, let's start exploring. There could be this legendary could be anything, so we don't need to worry about picking for Mewtwo. We can pick anything here. Honestly, I feel like for reasons that you guys probably know, I'm gonna go for Hatterene just for the memes. The Hawlucha and the Lurantis are both very good. The Magmar's okay. The Duraludon's pretty good. You guys picked really quickly there. Yeah, these are all pretty. Those were all really good choices. Like both like good options and good choices. Well done. Let's see who we've got. We've got a fairy. A strong fairy reaction. Okay, so this is probably one of the Tapus, I would say, or it could be Xerneas is in Sword. So this is probably one of the Tapu Pokemon. So okay, we've got a Vespiquen. Vespiquen's not going to be very good, and then there's like Whiscash. I have shinies of both of these. Let's see what was ahead. I'm gonna just go left. I think the silhouettes on the left were ones that I maybe don't have. I don't know. So let's see. 342 for Cappy. It's 142 for me. So if you're like 2 hours ahead, then yeah. So if I'm back, so you're like 2 hours ahead. Yeah. So right now it's 142. Nightbot will probably chime in about 2 minutes time. Yeah. Right, do I have anything that's, like, good here? I kind of don't, do I? But, I am just gonna go here. If Magmar was next, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, but, wait, have I got a physical fairy move? Oh, for the love of... Okay, we're gonna go with the psychic move. Hopefully this works. Right, anyway, but, So yeah, but I think tomorrow I'll be, tomorrow, I don't think I should really have anything tomorrow that should get in the way. So I could come back tomorrow in the afternoon and do like a couple of hours from like 4 p.m. So that's 4 p.m. West Coast, 7 p.m. East Coast, and we'll go for about 2 hours. So that's like 4 till 6 Western time, or 7 till 9 East Coast time. Ooh, Fire Blast, very nice. So that is when I'll next be back. Maybe we'll farm for the Zapdos, or maybe we'll farm for a Tapu. I don't know. Who knows? If this is Tapu Bulu, I think Tapu Bulu's the one I need. I'll need to check that, actually. If it's Tapu Bulu, I think Tapu Bulu's the one I need. I think I have all the other 3 Tapus. I definitely have Tapu Koko, and I definitely have Tapu Fini. But I think I did have Tapu Lele as well. It's Tapu Bulu is like the one I'm missing. And I think I missed out on it the last time it was in Pokemon Go, which like really sucks. I'm actually going to use G-Max Smite here. Because just because the Vespiquen has the PP thing, and I don't want to lose PP on Expanding Force. Oh, but it doesn't matter, because you guys KO'd it, because you guys are legends, who are very good at this game. Yes, okay. Right, get your Pokeballs ready. Always catch the Pokemon. You always want to catch them. It's just about whether you want to keep them. That's the question. But always catch. Be careful of what you keep. That's the rule. Okay. Xander, you're free for the entirety of next week, starting Saturday. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Although the irony is, the following week I have an appointment on like the Tuesday of the following week, so I probably won't stream that day unless I stream in like the evening. Right, but this isn't really that useful against fairies, so I'm gonna say no. It just depends on what fairy legendaries are there. There's Xerneas and the Tapus. Are there any others? I don't think there are any others. Oh, is that a Sharpedo? I have a shiny Sharpedo. Exploud. I don't have shiny Exploud. And Dark is bad against Fairy. And, okay, the Alolan Sandslash would be good against a Fairy type, but it depends on what Tapu it is. It might not be good against it. So I think Exploud is a good all-rounder. Oh, we've gone for Sandslash, though. Oh, dang it. Never mind. If I get a shiny Sandslash instead of a shiny Exploud, then that would be hilarious. Taking a week off from work, you tend to do that on your birthday week. Oh, that's cool. That's a great idea. I love that. I think if I had a 9-to-5 job, I would definitely take time off around my birthday. Honestly, the other thing I would do, though, is I would take off either, like, a load of random, like, Mondays, Fridays, or Wednesdays. Because I don't really go on, like, vacation. I don't really do anything. So I would just, like, take a load of random days off to make, like, my overall work life easy. If you had, like, 20 work days off, I could have, like, 20 weeks where I work less. Okay, sorry. I should be paying attention. None of my attacks are good here. I'm going to use Life Dew so that I can heal up Magmar. Because I think that's a more useful thing for me to do. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, hang on. That's really laggy. I'm going to just see. I'm just going to quickly... Don't worry, it's just Hawlucha. Hawlucha is Dynamaxing here. There we go. Hope that's a... There we go. That looks a bit better now. Bit less laggy. Okay, it's using Max Knuckle. This is ×4 super effective. Very good. And that's excellent. That's going to power up everyone. So yeah, we'll definitely like 2-turn this fella, if not 1-turn. This is going to be ×4 super effective as well. Oh, there's a cow meowing outside. Oh, okay, we're going for the Thunder Wave. Hopefully it's paralyzed here. I'm going to use Life Dew, just kind of heal everyone up. Hopefully this is helpful for Magmar. Okay, that didn't do as much as I would have liked. But okay, and it's paralyzed. Yes! Okay, excellent. Right, I'm just going to use another Life Dew. This is going to be irrelevant, because we're going to just get Max Knuckle for the win. But yes, okay. Excellent. Boom, baby. Sandslash is weak. Throw the Pokeball now. No, there's a cow meowing. Little cow, hang on. I can't join you right now, little cow. I can't help the cow. So if this is our 7th... Actually, we can check how many raids we did in a minute, actually. Because we can just count how many Pokemon we've caught. That's the joy of Dynamax. You can count. Okay, so Sandslash will be very good. So this is a recommended swap against a Fairy type. Just keep that in mind. Although it doesn't have any Steel moves, which kind of sucks. I'm just going to wait and see if... Because if Hawlucha probably should switch, because it's going to be weak against Fairy. Okay, yeah. Excellent. Good choice, Toby. Good choice. Right, let's see what we got here. So we've got Hitmontop in the middle. That's bad. And then... What's the grass type? I mean, the grass is going to be easier, but it's like a... Oh, is it Gloom? I think it's a Gloom. We're going to be better against this. We've got Fire and Ice and Psychic and a Dragon, so... yeah. Yeah, okay, I think that's a Gloom. Yeah, that's a Gloom. Okay. You found some berries lying on the ground. Here we go. Gloom is cool. It's just it's weak compared to, like, we've got a Gigantamax Hatterene, and Gloom doesn't really stand up to that very much. I do have a shiny Gloom, so I'm less interested in a shiny Gloom, but I won't complain if I get one. I shuddered. Okay. Right, I'm just going to use an Expanding Force. Let's see what we've got. I like your message, Zander. Okay. Jelly Ducky, you're slowly memorizing all the ads. You'll be repeating them to your friends while school starts again. Oh, speaking of ads, this is one of the things I have written down in my book, funnily enough. My little notebook of, like, things to talk about. Yeah, it's going to be easy KOs, easy KOs. Although how he didn't KO that in one turn, I don't know, but no. I got reminded of some adverts from England the other day. They came up on my Instagram, and it was like, does anyone remember these ads? You know, like that kind of a post. And it was a video of, there used to be these, they're kind of like, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? There used to be these, like, sort of like informational videos, like health and safety kind of type videos, that would play, in the UK, for, like, crossing the road, about, like, for children, and, like, how to cross the street safely and stuff. And they had these hedgehogs, these little animated hedgehogs, because hedgehogs are slow and they often get run over in real life and stuff, so, like, hedgehogs need to be careful crossing the road, and they kind of aren't. And yeah, right, I'm gonna... Okay, Magmar's gonna switch? Actually, no, Gloom will be good because it's resistant, and... I mean, Magmar would resist Fairy, so, but if it is, like, a Tapu Fini, like, Tapu Fini would be good against Magmar, so... I think we've got a good team here. I think we stand a good chance, whichever Pokemon this is going to be. It's Tapu Lele! Okay. Tapu Lele, more like Tapu Yay Yay. I think I do have a shiny of this, though. I will have to double check, but... Okay, it's using Psychic Surge. That's interesting. Oh, but that's really good, because that's going to power up my Expanding Force. Although now I have energy. I tell you what, I'm not going to Dynamax because all you guys have better moves and stuff than I do. Although my Expanding Force won't be. I'm going to use an Expanding Force because I think I'm more useful as, like, a life do support and stuff like that. So I'm gonna not Dynamax here because you guys are going to be better off Dynamaxing. Yeah, like an Iron Head Dynamax is going to be, like, way better. Toby's setting up with the Sword Dance Sand Slash. Venoshock, interesting. Well, that's not interesting, that was the move I was exactly expecting you to do. Okay, Expanding Force, that didn't do much, but it's okay. So yeah, you guys are way better off Dynamaxing than I am. So whoever can Dynamax, and let's do this thing. Oh, no Dynamax, okay. Magic Room, it basically just undid Magic Room, okay. Nate ain't okay. To be fair, they don't know what a road is. No, exactly. That's why we do need to have more things like sort of like nature roads and stuff like that. You know, like the sort of paths that like animals are kind of encouraged to go on, and not just, you know, roads. But yeah, they used to have these cute hedgehogs, and they would sing songs and about, like, you know, road crossing, carefully crossing the street. They had one. So one of them was actually like King of the Road. They would do like a parody of that, and then another one they did a parody of the Bee Gees is Staying Alive. You know, I can't remember how it would go. I can't remember how it went exactly. But you know, but it's like, but it's all right, it's okay. Make sure that you look both ways. You know, like that kind of a thing. So yeah. They're very cute. They're very, very cute adverts. And they ran from 1997. I didn't recognize, like, the first one. But then I recognized all the subsequent ones they showed. Because it had a compilation of, like, all of them. And yeah, they went from 1997. So I guess I didn't remember the 1997 one. Or really ever see that. But the ones that were, say, from, like, the very end of the 90s or, like, 2000 to 2010, like, I remember those being on television, because they showed them for years. Even, like, the oldest ones, they showed them for ages. And, yeah, and it's just amazing, like, all the songs, like, when I was, like, watching them, like, song lyrics would come back to me. Put sparkles in chat, everyone. Get ready for the sparkles in chat. Sparkles in chat. Get them sparkles in the chat. So yeah. But they were just these really fun, cute adverts, and it's just so funny as you're watching them. Like the tune and the music and the song, it's just like all kind of comes back to you, kind of thing. And it's just amazing that's like still in your brain. Like you don't even realize that you remember that until it's presented to you. It's so wild. So here we go. Yes, we're getting some sparkles and stars in chat. Sparkles and stars. Skywatch, you got an ad for Domino's. Now you kind of want some pizza. Okay, so, and don't forget to do the double chat. The double check, okay? So we got Vesperquen, Sandslash, Gloom. Is that shiny? Is that shiny? No. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought that was shiny because I was like, it's kind of like a lighter pink or something. I am going to double check though. I'm going to triple check now. I'm going to triple check for Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele Surabee. Because it's like a lighter pink. Oh no, but it's got the black. No, that's it. The pink is lighter, but it's got black instead of the main pink. So like the hair, the curly hair it's got is like a lighter pink, and then like the hat and the little kind of egg cup that it's sitting in are black. Okay, no, so that's definitely not shiny. Sorry, I just remember that there's like a lighter pink, and I was like, that pink looks pretty light, but no, that's not shiny. You would be like green if you were shiny. You would be like a blue and white, like a dark blue and white, and you would be orange. So, okay, I'm gonna pick the regional variant of Sandslash, because why not? So there we go. Okay, right, chat. Here's what I'm thinking. Oh, Hasaki has put that shiny has a black shell, yeah. I completely forgot about the black shell. So here's what I'm gonna check. Do you want to jot down Tapu Lele? I think I do have shiny Tapu Lele, so I don't know if I want to jot it down. I'm going to very quickly check if I have a shiny of it, okay? So I do apologize. I'm just going to like be on my phone for like 2 seconds on Pokemon Home, because I may as well check this just to be sure. I mean, I could jot it down and then just like delete it next time. I could, in theory, do that. In-game theory. But I'd rather just check this quickly now, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, but I think it is just Tapu Bulu is the one that I like did not have. So let's see. No, search. Right, Lele. Tapu Lele. I do have a shiny. Okay, yeah, so it's just Tapu Bulu. So I'm gonna put no, and here we go. Okay, so chat, here's what I'm thinking, right? We have, let's just check our boxes. Okay, so yeah, we have now done 7 today. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the ones we did yesterday. Okay, like if we check the date that we caught them, hang on. So here we go. So we caught these, you know, so we got like Serena, so like the 2nd of August, 2nd of August. And then, so that was all Friday, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, so exciting! And then 7. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Typically, we'll do 4 Dynamax Adventures at 4 p.m. every day. We did do 5 on Friday because it was like, it was the first one. And then now we did another 7. We could end that there to be like, oh, this is like a 4 and then a, you know, and then an 8. Oh, hey, there's Nightbot with the elections. Thank you, Nightbot. I don't have shiny Kyurem. That's interesting. You have tempted me, Temper Tenchi, more like tempted Tenchi. We could go for that if you didn't mind doing it. Mr. Beast telling it. Yeah, I keep getting that ad as well. I've never watched Mr. Beast. I think we talked about this recently, like when you have things where you like haven't done them, and then you kind of like get to a point where you're like, I've never blah blah blah, and so I'm never going to blah blah blah. So we're gonna do a random one / Tenchi's Kyurem. But let's call this the last one of the day, okay? We'll generally go for... I think generally the thing to do is we'll go for 4 on weekdays and then 8 on a weekend. And then... and I think that's probably the way to go about it. So we'll do one more, okay? This is the final one. I know this means we'll finish like way earlier than 4 hours. But the thing is, we've been going for... You know, if I'm going to be streaming during the week as well, I probably don't want to go too hard on... like on the weekends or whatever, you know. Plus it means I have more time to eat food and do chores and stuff like that. Okay, so yes please. Anything is fine. Anything goes. And here we go. We're gonna save the game. Set a link code. We're gonna set it to 0408, and then we're gonna go 1401. So we've got 0408 1401. Okay, 0408 1401. Once it says that in the top hand corner, 0408 1401. Invite others. Let's go. So there's the final one we're gonna do. Oh, hey, wait, what happened? Did I accidentally press a button? Oh, did something go wrong? What happened? Internet? Sorry, let me try that again. I don't know I don't know if I accidentally pressed a button. I think I was leaning against my controller then. Oh, no. It was 0408 and then 1401, hopefully. Hopefully that's what I said. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Don't know if our internet dropped or something. I must have just pressed a button accidentally. Jelly Ducky, wait, I just realized, did you stop making your cookies? So the sad answer is yes, but I might be making them again. I actually might be making them again soon. Okay, we've got Toby, Jill, so then we just need Tenchi. And if it's not Tenchi, then I guess we're not doing a Kyurem. Unless we get a Kyurem by sheer dumb luck. If you're liking the stream, please like and subscribe. Every time we beat a raid, we have to do the shinies in chat, and then we have to like and subscribe. And then I'll be back tomorrow, okay? But let's see. But yeah, Jelly Ducky. So did I stop making cookies? Yes. So basically, I've sort of talked about this briefly before, so I won't go on like a huge waffle about it here. But so towards the end of last year, like in October, I had a really scary well, as long as you type in the code Tenchi, just get in and join us. Don't worry about the Kyurem thing. Just type in the code and it'll be fine. Like if we don't get Kyurem, it's fine. Just do the 0408 1401, and if it's not Kyurem, it doesn't matter. I just want to have you join us. That's the important thing. Okay. So you've got 1 minute and 10 seconds to do that, though. So, hurry, where? Okay. So, October last year, I had like a really horrible acid reflux thing, where I kind of like woke up in the middle of the night one night, and I was like convinced that I was gonna vomit, and I like sort of went to the toilet, put my head over the bowl, nothing happened, but it was like really scary, really weird, and my body did it had all the reflexes that you would kind of expect of, okay, hang on, which of these is good and which is... These are all kind of meh. I'm going to go with the Kadabra, because Kadabra's pretty good. Kadabra's better than some fully evolved Pokemon. But my body had all the sort of reflexes and sort of reactions that you would have when you're going to vomit. But then I didn't vomit. It was really weird. And then basically my stomach and stuff felt very weird, and I had... Oh no, it actually kind of started because I had like a weird kind of pain in... A weird sort of thing in my chest. Like it kind of felt like my rib cages were getting pulled apart. Like I kind of had like a hiccupy burp, kind of like, oh, my chest feels like it's getting pulled apart. Okay, who have we got? We've got Steel. Okay, so this could be like Dialga. This could be a bunch of things. I don't know. Right, I think that's a Greedent. I have a shiny of one of them. And fire is good against steel, so we probably want to go against the fire types. There's an Araquanid, a Vileplume. That's like a Lycanroc, like a Dusk Lycanroc, I think. So I actually can't tell what this fire type is. It's very... Oh, it's like a Carkol or something. It's very round. So anyway... But yeah, so it's this really weird thing where my chest sort of felt like it was being pulled apart, sort of thing, like because of like Heatmore. Oh, Heatmore, excellent. I will gladly swap for this if no one else does. Okay. I am just gonna go big here, go big or go home, and max Mindstorm, and then that'll be that. So yeah, so I had this thing, I was like in the shower, and yeah, and then I had this like indigestive thing in my stomach, my sort of upper chest area, and it was really weird. And then basically, it kind of like pulsed as well, so it kind of be like a kind of thing. Like I wouldn't hiccup, but like in my chest, that's kind of what it was doing. It was really weird. And then yeah, I went to bed that night, and then in the middle of the night, I woke up convinced I was going to throw up, but then I didn't. And I still had this weird kind of chest hiccupy thing and whatever. And basically, yeah, and like my stomach didn't feel right, and my chest felt weird and stuff, and it was obviously like a digestive thing, like something was wrong with like my digestive tract. And then it kind of like eventually kind of settled down, and I didn't have the sensation that I was gonna vomit. Like I had that a few nights in a row, and then that stopped. But then what happened was, so that did sort of die down, but my digestion was still weird, and I would get like heartburn, and like I've never had heartburn in like my whole life. It was really weird. Whoa, that was a powerful muddy water, and it was a crit as well. Okay, that explains it. Rain, critical hit, stab. Yes. I don't have a shiny Heatmore. I'd love a shiny Heatmore. So yeah, anyway, Bark. But I got heartburn, and the thing was, the heartburn and the sensations and the weirdness, like, it wasn't the most consistent thing, but there was this batch of cookies I made that gave me really bad heartburn, and that kind of just, like, put me off them. And it was a real shame. And so I've, like, not made them since, and then because I've had, like, my teeth issues as well, I've been sort of careful and wary of cookies. So I haven't made cookies for a very long, like, months and months now. I mean, it's a shame. I bought this, like, massive bag of flour and a massive bag of sugar, like, right beforehand. Okay, so hang on. It's a steel type. So, right, Lycanroc's bad. Vileplume's bad. Araquanid could be okay if it has a water move. I have shinies of, like, all of these. So, the Vileplume's easy to battle against, though, I guess. And there are berries here, so we went for the Vileplume. That's it. That's probably the smart thing to do. So yeah, this should be this is like an easy win condition, basically. So yeah, make sure you don't play on a delay. I suppose I need to say that out loud more often. Make sure if you're playing along or want to play along that you are watching live. Yeah, I need to make sure I say that more, so that's my bad. As a reminder to people to do the thing with the people and the stuff. Okay. Yeah, anyway, Bark. But because of that, I got put off of making cookies, and it's a shame because I found that cookie recipe I really loved, but I sort of just kind of I was sort of starting to get bored of them, and so I was like, one, starting to get bored of them, and two, I was just kind of like wary of like my heartburn thing and then the teeth. But I don't have the digestive stuff anymore. I had a tooth removed and I had to be put on antibiotics for a week. and the antibiotics like cleared up whatever the heck was going on with my digestive stuff. It was really weird. So I am tempted to make cookies again. I have been more tempted to do that. Although one of the reasons I haven't is because I have been baking these like sort of breakfast bars with like bananas, oats, and peanut butter. So that has kind of been like a sort of cookie alternative. But I might make cookies again soon. Like, I'm not just saying that because you've said it. I've genuinely been thinking, I might like start making cookies again. Because I've managed to like buy ice cream a few times lately. I know it's like you said you got tooth issues. Why are you eating ice cream? But ice cream kind of like slides down your throat. Like you don't have to chew it or anything. So it's like good for your teeth in that sense. You know, like the sugar isn't getting on like your teeth. You kind of just put it in your mouth and swallow it, kind of thing. Whereas with like cookies and stuff, you do have to like bite them and chew them and get them all like gunged up in your teeth. Yeah, I am kind of tempted. But the thing is, I sort of tried making like a sort of like an easy home ice cream, and it's like not really that great. It's like fine, but yeah, like I was kind of like, I think I'd rather just like have some cookies rather than this, and like just do an extra good job of cleaning my teeth. So I have been tempted to make cookies again, but yeah, it has been a while. It was just like a load of very unfortunate stuff. Right, it was steel, so Vileplume's not going to be good against that. Pollen Puff is a useful support move. But I definitely need to swap for something else, though, before the next one. Toby did the switch. Okay, that's good, that's good. And then maybe if I can switch for the next one, do a swap for the next one, that could be really good. So hang on, who have we got? We've got a Fairy, and then we've got is that an Omastar? I don't have a shiny Omastar. And there's Clefairy as well. Clefairy's bad against Steel. So, no, it's Octillery. But Octillery's going to be better than Clefairy, or Clefable. So I think Octillery's the way to go. There is a backpacker here who will give us items as well, so that's very cool. Yeah, you encounter the backpacker. Wise glasses would be good, or an expert belt. I'm just gonna go expert belt and hope for the best. No, don't worry about it, Tenchi. If you have the Curum and you're able to save it for a future stream, we'll just do it in a future stream. Like I'll see you around. And Curum, the thing about Curum as well is Curum is available like in both games, so I don't like really, you know, I'm not going to be like saving Curum, especially, or it's not as important to save. So like it's fine. Like we'll encounter Curum eventually. Okay. I'm just gonna go Psyshock, and then we'll see how this goes. But don't worry. Thank you though for offering Tenchi. That was very sweet of you. We'll get it another time. Jelly Ducky, you might just go back for those spicy chips you were eating earlier. You put them away. You didn't eat the whole bag all day, but you've been craving something spicy. Ooh, sounds good. Jill, it just kicked you. Wait, it just kicked you out? Oh. Oh, yeah, that was like a generic backpacker on the right? Unless that's like one of you who's like, that is my original character. Oh, dang. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jill. That's really weird. I mean, I'm glad this game has a good way of dealing with dropouts, but still, that sucks. Right, Psyshock. I'm just gonna Psyshock. And then Solar Beam! Giga Drain! There we go. Okay, we'll KO this in. Jill, I can see you. I can see you, Jill. Hang on, I'm gonna type this, though. Sorry, I mean Jill. Yeah, I rushed it. Yeah, I don't know if you're like on behind or anything. Hopefully you can hear me and everything. That's really weird. That's really annoying. I'm so sorry though. That really sucks. Are you a double L when you shorten it? So again, I know like we've emailed a couple of times. You've emailed me a couple of times, and then I've emailed back. And if it's in front of me, I know it. I see it. But I never. Okay. Anyway, sorry. talking about dessert always makes you hungry. You're fighting Clefairy with 3 computer members. Oh no. Well, let us know how your raid goes at the end of it all and everything. Like, let us know your progress. I want to... If Amelia needs to... No, I'm swapping for the Octillery, because Amelia, who's not Jill... We'll call Amelia not Jill. Not Jill is got Charmeleon, and that's actually going to be pretty good. So you are a double L. Okay, because that's the thing. I put Jill, and I was like, because I thought you were a double L, but then in like, oh, it's Heatran. Okay, Charmeleon's not good for Heatran. I do need shiny Heatran though. Okay. Oh, and I've got the Dynamax. Okay, so I can set up some water here. And I do apologize to Heatmore, because Heatmore is not going to be useful here. Maybe just stick with Solar Beam, because it has Flash Fire. Like, your Fire-type moves will power it up. I know that's terrible. I know that's a really awkward situation to be in, but I think Solar Beam is going to be your best bet. Because I thought you were a double L, but then in your sort of name when it's written out like in full, there is just the 1L, unless my chat is too small for me to actually read it. So yeah, okay, awesome. I'm sorry you got kicked out though. That sucks. Yeah, no, don't worry about the when I talk about a delay, I don't mean like the 6 to 10 second delay. That's not what I'm talking about. Just if I ever talk about delay, I'm not talking about like the 6 to 10 second delay. I mean like the sort of real super duper mega. You know, if you're like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes behind or something. So, like, if you're live, that means you're 5 to 10 seconds behind, essentially. Because Heatmore just had like fire moves and Solar Beam, right? So, I think Solar Beam is like the best option. That really sucks, though. I think basically this is on me and my Octillery. So Max Geyser. No, Tenchi, you're not useless. You're not useless. No, this is a shame. I forgot about Heatran. I was thinking like Dialga. What other steel legendaries are there? I can't even think. There's like Dialga. There's Heatran. I mean, Dialga's in Sword though. We have Palkia here in Shield. No, see that's why you, Amelia, not Jill. What you doing? You're messing things up, not Jill. See, look, now you got a KO as well, not Jill. I was thinking Dialga. I forgot about Heatran. Completely forgot about Heatran. I'm sure there is another Steel type in another generation, like in Gen 7. There's probably like an Ultra Beast. I don't know if the Ultra Beasts only unlock if you talk to Peony. I might have to do that again. I keep forgetting about that. We'll have to see. I'll have to look at how you unlock the Ultra Beasts. If they are, like, if I have to advance the Peony stuff or not. Because if I have to do the Peony stuff, then I'll have to just do that off screen. Oh, jeepers! Vileplume, no! It's getting even stronger. This isn't good. No, it's fine. I think if I get one more water move in, I think that this will KO it, so we should be good. But yeah, we've got a Solar Beam in the rain as like our, you know, a second most effective attack. Oh, Solgaleo, of course, Solgaleo. Yeah, Solgaleo, although Solgaleo is also exclusive to Sword, so, oh, Gabrielle, hi. Hang on a sec, you need to complete your living dex for this game. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm playing on Shield. So you need Tornadoes. Here's my advice, Gabrielle, because everyone put shiny sparkles in the chat. Everyone put sparkles in the chat, and also like and subscribe because we beat another Dynamax. So Gabrielle, hi, lovely to meet you. So basically, I'm playing Shield. we do sometimes get sword players, so we might be able to help you out. I'm going to be streaming like most days, and also on usually Saturdays, but sometimes Sundays. So like a lot of weekdays except for Wednesdays. So like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll probably be streaming this week. If you want to like keep, you know, checking in and seeing what's available and who we've got and stuff, we can totally ask around for that stuff if you like. We can totally say, hey, does anyone have Sword? Does anyone have Tornadus? And the others that you mentioned. Because they're all ones I need shinies of. So I need them too. So if you're willing to like sort of check back in, if you see me around, we can totally try and like help you out and stuff like that. So no, your English is great. Your English is great. I had no idea English was a second language for you. So yeah, Solgaleo, Tornadus, Latios. Okay, I need Solgaleo and Tornadus, so that's definitely two we can try to help you out with if anyone else can help out. But this is the last bit. This is the last Dynamax Adventures we're doing today. We're going to wrap up in a minute. But I will be back like tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if you do want to keep checking in, then you are welcome to. And just we'll see if we can help you for sure. And if you just want to play along with us anyway to get shinies, you're totally welcome to do that as well. But yeah, I'm sorry we can't help you right now, and I'm sorry we are going to end in a second. But at least you did manage to catch us, and hey, if it means you come back, and if it means you're able to, because we did a raid with like a Groudon the other day, so I've got Groudon saved in my like list of saved Pokemon. So yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got, okay, so Heatmore, right, so Heatmore, not shiny. So we already did the check, now we're doing the double check. Vileplume, not shiny. Octillery, not shiny. You've got the Sniper ability, okay. And then Heatran, not shiny. That would be more orange or something. But yeah, I'm gonna, ooh, which one do I want to keep? Heatmore or Octillery? Heatmore or Octillery? I'm gonna keep Octillery because, I hope to get a shiny Heatmore, so there we go. So hopefully that all sounds good, Gabrielle. Again, sorry we can't help you today. But yeah, definitely check back in. So, Gabrielle, the time right now for me, it's 2:22 p.m. where I am. I'm going to be streaming at 4 p.m. So basically, in like an hour and a half from now, tomorrow is when I'm going to stream, if that makes sense. So in like an hour and a half from now, and then add on 24 hours, add on a day, that's when I'm going to be streaming. And I'm going to aim for that time Monday, hopefully Tuesday, and then like Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday I stream at 11 a.m. That'll be a more Italian-friendly time if you are in Italy. So I'll be back on Saturday. So if you can't go during the week, if that's a bad time for you, come back next Saturday and we might be able to help you. I'll be around a bit earlier than this on Saturday. So yeah, 25 and a half hours. So yeah. Jill, we just got a $2 super chat from Jill. Well done, team. Drink water and have a good week. Jill, thank you so much. That's so sweet and lovely of you. I really appreciate it. And thank you for joining in. Thank you for like your love and your warmth and support. Right, okay, that's Octillery. So, okay. Octillery's been sent to a box. Saving, turning off. And, right, I'll save the Heatran, because that is one I don't have a shiny of. Yeah, so let's just look at all our Pokemon that we got today. Of course, okay, so yeah, we got the Frostlass, we got Centiskorch, Aurorus, Mr. Mime, Lairon, Sandslash, and Octillery. But the biggest and the bestest of all was, of course, the shiny Mewtwo, because, oh my gosh, what the heck? We actually got a shiny. How on earth? What? I know